we have access to the PX, right? Items at the PX are ridiculously cheaper, right? But then you'll be on the internet and your algorithms follow your searches and all that stuff. So then you'll see like items or even the similar item. And like there was a calendar I was going to get, the new guy, Jim.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I met him.
I want to get him a calendar of a dog shitting.
Fuck
Nice.
But I got that idea because I saw the Medieval Dicks calendar ad on fucking the internet for
Nice.
$69.99.
Nice.
Right? Well, I go on Amazon, type in Medieval Dicks calendar, and it's fucking $10.99. So it's all a fucking ploy, dude. Like
It's $50 more somewhere else?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it depends on the marketing platform that you discover your product in. So I always tell everybody, like, really shop around because it's nuts.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, total bullshit. But it's capitalism.
Pissed me off.
I got to feed the war machine.
Yeah. The only one I can't get behind, I find it really hard to buy from Temu because, like...
Oh, yeah, no China. Dude.
Fuck China.
No, China.
But, like, everything's coming from China, but then I'm buying, like, directly from China. I get shipping from China to my doorstep, and I just... It feels dirty.
China link, man.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's not...
It's straight from them.
Outside of being tapped by TikTok, it's the next best thing.
Yeah. But I have a TikTok for my cat, but I don't really use it.
See, I don't have a TikTok. You got a TikTok?
My wife has a TikTok, so I follow TikTok to go like her stuff. So
Yeah.
I leave my wife and my daughter solo on that one. They just, I can't, man.
I have it downloaded, so, like, they're getting everything that I do.
Yeah.
They can see everything I do on my phone, but I don't use it.
Like, granted, I know the U.S. is tabbing my phone.
Oh, yeah.
I have no problems with that.
I'd rather the United States have my information than China.
I don't care. Big Brother's looking over my shoulder, like whatever, But like China, no, we gotta stop that shit,
Right?
It's like with these drones over New Jersey.
That shit's fucking wild.
Doing nothing, man. Like my aunt's sending me pictures every now and
Weren't you just there?
in New Jersey?
Yeah.
I was in D.C.
Was there anything there?
Other than mass homelessness,
Well,
oh my god.
I mean, it's the capital of the free world. Of course, there's going to be
Like-
homelessness.
But you know what? I'll give the city a little credit. It was extremely clean. Like the streets didn't have a lot of litter on them. They weren't, run down kind of city like parts of New York are.
Were you on the mall though?
The what?
Like the National Capital Region, like
So
like the
I was
Lincoln Memorial,
closer to
White
China-
House, and
I was
stuff.
closer to Chinatown.
Okay.
I was in district, and I was like, no shit, 5-minute walk, 10-minute walk from most things.
Yeah.
But the homelessness, man, like it's nuts. Like
Yeah.
we're literally walking around the street. It's like 10, 11 o'clock at night. Things are great. Party, streets going nuts. Things start to calm down, and then all of a sudden you see them everywhere. They're all parked up on the benches and shit, just mountains of blankets.
Yep.
And it's just like, dude, it's cold. Go to Florida.
Yeah. I lived outside D.C. for like 9 months before I joined the Marine Corps,
Yeah.
and I went there a couple times on dates and stuff, and there was a lot of homeless people, even
So now,
7 years ago.
do you guys know each other before the Marine Corps, or?
No.
No, we were roommates in Okinawa.
Okay, yeah, Okies usually where the best connections are made.
Yeah. Coming here from Okinawa was like a slap to the face.
Culture shock.
Yeah, it's
It's
terrible.
weird out here.
I don't like it.
I mean, it's probably weird over there. More than
Now,
it's
was
weird
that
out
your
here.
first? Was that your first station?
Yeah.
So it was mine as well.
Nice.
And I'm going to tell you, I think that ruins Marines because it ruined me, dude. Like when I got back to the States after being there for 2.5 years, freaking, like you're in your first formation, you're with your new unit, you try and assimilate and make as much immediate friends as you want because you got no family in the area and you want to do something for the weekend.
Yep.
And in Okinawa, the minute you get dismissed, like everybody's like, "The fuck we doing this weekend?"
Yeah.
Who's going to the E Club? Who's going to the beach? Who's going to Gay 2 Street? Who's doing what?
Yep.
That didn't happen, man. It just like with cockroaches. And I was like, "Hey, what the fuck's everybody doing?" They're like, "Well, I'm going to fuck off. I don't want to do anything."
Yeah, like on one hand, and this might be a newer thing, but like everybody stays in their barracks room at my new unit, and I
Yeah.
wasn't like looking to party and
Yeah,
make super close friends when I got here because I was already just about to be married. But like they hang out in their rooms, or they go to Wilmington like separately, or they go to Raleigh separately.
Yeah.
Nobody hangs out. It's
I've
so
noticed
weird.
the barrack rat mentality has increased dramatically.
Yeah.
It used to be like something to be shunned,
Yep,
and now it's like something of honor,
it's all of them. Yeah,
like an EA Sports gaming badge.
right.
But I mean, I think it's changed the core too, man. Like, I mean, because what year did you come in?
19.
19. Well, all right.
Late 18.
18. See, you guys are way after me. So I
Right.
came in 04 and I got out in 08. Freaking and I mean, I'm privileged because I've been working with MCCS and I've been in the area the entire time. So I've been able to see the transition and the tide and like the culture and the dynamic and the sensitivity now, man. It's insane. Yeah. Like you can't.
Yep.
you can't instill any kind of forward discipline on a harsh level, meaning like, I mean, I'd say hazing, but like everybody hates that word. Ooh, hazing. But it's just, it gets the point, you know, and like today's core, like they're all just like, no, you can't say that to me. Fuck you. And I'm just like, fucking go the paperwork trail, I guess. What the fuck ever.
Yeah. There's an instance I want to bring up, but I'm not going to because I'm still with the unit.
Oh, no, I feel
so I don't want them to see this and be like, hey, what the fuck?
It's just no more like to the tree line, you know?
Right,
like,
yeah.
It sucks, and it's not creating war fighters. Like, it's...
Correct.
It's nuts.
There's a lot of guys that talk about, was it late 80s we weren't involved in anything? Mid 80s? What? I'm not up on my history.
The Cold War-ish, you know, time frame.
Yeah.
But
like
as far as active conflict,
yeah,
it was 89 we started the Gulf War.
Yeah,
or
so like mid to late 80s.
Yeah,
they talk about like things got a lot softer, paperwork got got a lot heavier, and people stopped being Marines. And then the Gulf War happened, and it was like, oh shit, we have to fight wars. But I think it's also a good thing in the Marine Corps that like almost everybody, I don't know the percentage, but stays only 4 years. Mm-hmm. So it's like you got a crop of turds for 4 years.
It cycles through. It's very transient.
And,
it's extremely transient.
You know, if you pick back up in basic training or the schoolhouse or at the unit wherever with the new guys, you can get that culture change within a 4 year period.
100%.
Which is good, but I mean, it's bad that it gets to this point.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's worse now than it was 30 years ago.
Well, I mean, even because, I mean, now I'm a civilian training Marines, right? So, like, I had to change my whole mindset the first beach detachment that I trained. Right, it was nuts. I got yelled at so much, dude. So much.
By your bosses?
Oh, dude, Colleen yelled at me so much. The command yelled at me so much. Like, they were like, you need to bring yourself out of your era and be in the current now.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, all right, but like they have to save lives. I'm not, you know, training fucking dudes to swim. I'm training these guys to save your grandson, your daughter, your wife, your husband. You know, like there's a seriousness to this.
Yeah, like if they don't know how to do the shit, people can die.
Yeah, and then I'd tell them, I'd be like, look, I might be harsh, I might be a little off the edge and a little off the cuff, but at the end of the day, I'm producing you lifesavers.
Yeah.
No one's going to die on the beach, and this guy right here is an example because he made it to the damn newspaper. It was a father and his... It
was a father and then I think a daughter and her friend.
I was going to say, but it was two girls and a dad.
Two girls and a dad, yeah.
That was absolutely stupendous.
Yeah, that was not on me. That was on Skaggs and Martin. I was just
you were part of the
involved.
Team, man. You were part of the whole team,
yeah.
And that was the culminating point. And that was I threw that in their face a little bit, so it was pretty good.
That's fair. Yeah, and also they're Marines. They should be able to handle getting yelled at.
That's the thing.
They're not going to like it. They're not going to be like, "Oh, thank you, Jafar. That was so great." But
and
like,
you were my last season, so this most previous season, I think we set a new record. I had 3 attempted suicides.
Oh my god!
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like not full attempt. Like they go to the chaps. One guy was just like, they're really pushing me to hurt myself. I want to bash my head inside. And the other guy was like, you know, chaps, like they're bringing me back to my water trauma. When I'm underwater and they're making me put my face in the water, I just don't want to come back up because they're so mean.
What?
Dude, it was nuts.
Jesus.
Dude, absolutely nuts. And the worst part about it is the gunny didn't care.
Yeah, he was kind of a turd this year, right?
He was not very put together.
Yeah.
You know? But it was a successful season. No one got hurt. No one drowned. But still.
Did they have a lot of saves?
They had a few. I think they had about 4 or 5 total.
Well, that's not a lot.
Hardest group of Marines I've had to train yet in my entire time training Marines as a civilian. And
so we were better?
You were great. Your group was great. You know, the group before you was good.
Yeah.
But it's just like every year it's progressively changing for the worse.
Yeah.
It's nuts. Like I'm scared to see what it's going to be like in like the next 2 or 3 years.
Would you say he was the second worst then?
Not the second worst.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
So the cool part about the program is before I came in, it was entirely ran by civilians. There wasn't like any kind of... There was a structure to it.
Wait, what do you mean?
So Tate and Colleen are just civilians.
Oh, like there was no prior people?
Yeah, and there were no prior enlisted, members of the staff.
Yeah.
And when me and Dan and Souls came on deck, it changed the dynamic of it entirely.
Good.
So, like, they were producing good lifeguards, as civilians, but there wasn't that seriousness, that severity, that focus trauma.
Yeah.
And once you bring on prior service guys that are training prior service guys that understand the severity of things, it changed everything. So it's been a positive change, but
yeah.
I mean, it's brought a couple dramatic moments with command and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it's fun, you know.
I will say also being trained by you, it's a lot easier to get yelled at by somebody that you know is in the Marine Corps
100%.
than somebody that has only been a civilian. Like, no disrespect to them whatsoever, but it's just different. It's like,
And we had a moment this season with that happening. 'Cause
What do you mean?
Did we bring out young William to the beach to train your group? I can't remember. He's a young blonde kid, kind of cowboyish. You know, real little hot shot.
William?
Yeah.
Is he one of the lifeguards?
He is one of our lifeguards.
Like the young kid?
He's got a beard now, like a
Oh, no.
scruffy pubic beard.
Different
He's
William.
Such a struggler. But
I think I know who you're talking
he
about.
became an instructor, and he wanted to come out this season and give it a shot.
Yeah.
And it was a day where I wasn't there because next to Tate, I'm lead instructor, and he got carried away in his actions with the group, and borderline was thrashing them in the waves for being stupid
Jesus.
and not following instruction and whatnot, and they about massacred him. And I wasn't there that day, like Dan, and then you seen the new scrawny girl, right? You remember her? Her name was Christina.
Maybe.
Okay, well, I'll just describe her.
The brown-haired girl?
Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
100 pounds wet at like 5'8". Like, you could blow at her and she'd just fly away in the wind. Trying to, keep these dudes back from ripping Will in half.
Fuck.
Yeah, and then I came back the next day. I found out what happened, and I rallied the guys around. I had my powwow with them, which was a borderline, like, I know you wanted to kill him. You shouldn't have fucking wanted to kill him. I wasn't here. You took advantage of that. So now we're going to play a little game to remind you that, you got to stay in check.
Yeah.
And we're going to get right back to it.
I think it's a lot easier when you were there, it was more like, we're going to behave a little more.
Yeah.
So I'm sure it was
Oh, yeah,
a
man.
lot of that as well. Not just him freaking out, but I don't think that helps, obviously.
That's the thing, man. Like, when you have to set the authority, and if you don't have the credibility to back the authority, meaning, my experience, time and grade, status,
Yep.
compared to Will, who just graduated 2 years ago,
High school?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Like, it matters. People care how certain people talk to them.
Yeah.
And, like,
Absolutely.
If we were hanging out in a park and some spit-fuck civilian started having a problem with us just doing our thing, like, we'd have a problem
Yeah.
with it. Fucking, who the fuck are you to talk to me like that?
Right.
But if you're coming up to me in some fucking dual-piece green uniform with some authority, with some credentials on your shirt, I'll be like, okay, well, what are you saying? We're being too loud? Sorry, my bad. Dude.
Understood. Yeah.
So there's just got to be some credibility.
That's fair.
So
Yeah. Beach Jet was a weird time. It was fun, though.
It's
I enjoyed
always
it.
weird, but yeah.
The training sucked.
It's by far the most interesting FAP I think that exists.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
And it's the best
yeah.
FAP. Once you get past the 6 weeks, it's not straight relaxing, but you're hanging out on a beach
You got to pay the toll.
for 4 months.
You got to pay the toll.
Yeah.
If you look at it like it's a punishment being on the beach for 4 months, like then you're gonna.
You got the wrong mindset.
You got the wrong mindset. But if you got to go through 4.5 to 6 weeks of swimming and training just to get to a paradise for 4 months, compared to being at your unit, depending on your MOS,
It's worth it.
it's worth it.
And if you know the loophole that if you just pretend you can't swim, then you just get to clean shitters all day.
That's trained. That's changed.
What do you mean?
That's so now the new order is we have recycles. So
Oh.
now everyone has to be a lifeguard.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
So who cleans the shitters?
everyone.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yep.
The year I went through, last year, if you couldn't swim, you got dropped from the swimming class.
And
And
you're made a
then,
laborer.
yeah, you had to clean the bathrooms. You had to help the crotchety old man that is in charge of maintenance at the beach do maintenance at the beach. And
That doesn't sound that bad. Like, it sounds. I mean,
So-
maybe the crotchety old man's horrible.
So
but-
see, that's the thing. If you kept up on it, it wasn't that bad. But these kids are shitbags.
yeah, they're fucking turds.
They turd bagged the fucking training. They realized that they didn't have to do shit and it wouldn't be bad. And then they realized, well, I can't be lazy at the beach because then the trash bags are ripping.
Yep.
And then people are puking and it's just a mess.
Yeah. But also, they'd go hide and shit, and I'd have to go find them and be
Yeah,
like, hey,
it's-
clean the fucking bathroom, take the trash out. And
But
it was
you
a lot
had-
of fun
you
for
had
me.
the female.
I did not. Gunny did.
No, I know, but you had a female on your
Yeah.
beach day.
Yeah, she was on Gunny's team, though.
Yeah, she was worthless.
She was a good swimmer. She just decided to give up.
Dude, no, well, that's the thing. She couldn't go past 5 feet deep. She would go past. She would say she would get down to 5 feet, right? Like, and start like she'd have such head trauma, she'd have to come up like head pressure. And we kept sending her to medical, and there were never any answers. Finally, we were like, well, we can't fucking train you in time, so you're just going to fucking clean shit. But, yeah. She would just try a little harder.
That one pissed me off because, like, swimming-wise, she was faster than me. I'm a slow fucking swimmer.
She was efficient at the surface.
Yeah.
At the surface, she was real top-notch, but just lazy.
Yeah. Yeah, and if you can't go under, you can't be a lifeguard.
But here's the question. Craziest thing you boys almost got into in Okinawa together on Liberty.
Together? We didn't do Libo a lot together.
No.
We were good friends, but we hung out with different groups.
I don't.
Like, if it wasn't for the roommate thing, I don't know if we would have been super close.
You weren't there the night that Sammy was roofied. You missed that one. You missed that whole endeavor. Oh, that was.
I also got roofied once in Tokyo.
But I wasn't there that night either.
You would have been if you had taken leave.
I would have been. Yeah.
So it seems like the chaos just keeps missing you two.
It really did.
When we're together, things are usually pretty calm.
That's interesting. But you probably have a really good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
To whereas if you were, you got roofied, there was some fucking chaos and a little negative to that event.
Yeah, but the story's way better if you get roofied.
The stories do get interesting. I mean, I did wake up in an alley in Naha with a stray dog.
Nice.
Like, didn't know how I got there.
Nice. My roofie story. Do you want to tell yours after this?
I'll take mine, yeah.
So, me and my friend went out. We went to a strip club because we were single Marines. And this guy, it was this sketchy-ass strip club in Tokyo. We didn't know where the fuck we were. And this guy's like, $30, all you can drink. We're like, fuck yeah, dude, bring it on. Got 2 drinks that weren't very strong. Finished 1.5. And we're like, all right, we should get out of here. Stand up, and it's like, oh, fuck. Like, I didn't even taste the alcohol in these drinks.
Right.
So something's going on. We get out front, and this isn't a super lengthy story, unfortunately, because the roofies hit real quick.
Well, I mean, shit, they're fucking roofies.
Yeah. Get out front. I turn to my friend to figure out what we're going to do, and he clocks me in the nuts. And the next thing I remember, I woke up in the hotel to his girlfriend going, where is Sammy? Where is Sammy? I was like, oh, fuck.
Holy shit.
Both of our roofie stories are going to involve Sammy
Correct.
being the main driving force here. He's the guy we really need to get on here.
Yeah.
Sounds like Sammy likes his roofies.
Maybe he's roofing himself. We don't actually know.
He's the type of guy to, like, take a quarter roofie every night to build up an immunity to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's nuts.
But we eventually found Sammy. His phone had died, and he supposedly just came to consciousness out of the roofing walking down the street of Tokyo.
That's wild.
The middle of the street, to be clear. Not like on the sidewalk, like in the middle of traffic.
See, now what did Sammy do to you?
Well, so I don't even know where you were, man. You might have been out on the...
I was here. I was gone already.
Were you?
Yeah, I think I was on PCS leave.
Damn. Okay. So I went out with our good friend Sammy, his girlfriend.
We love you, Sammy.
Yep. And a couple of our other buddies. And what was that? That nerdy little fucker who showed up at the very end. What's his?
I don't know.
You know who I'm talking about?
Where did you work?
He was really good friends with.
Bowman.
No, he was there too. But no, he was really good friends with Grace.
I don't know.
He worked in your shop. Super fucking nerdy.
Come on, man. I've got the TBI, and I can remember some things.
Fucking Wonder Boy?
Nope. Same genre. Older than him. I went to Corporal's course with him.
I don't know.
Fucking Cheek.
Oh, he wasn't nerdy.
He was dorky.
Cheek's a normal guy.
He's a fucking nerd.
Cheek's a good guy. That's why I didn't think of him. Cheek's not nerdy.
Well,
dork.
Whatever. He was nerdy as shit in Corporal's course. Anyways, but we were out there, and we were on the Gate 2 Street as per usual, and the curfew came up a lot faster than you expected to. You know,
It always did.
Yeah, so we were like, oh well, we are 40 minutes from base. Curfew hits in 30 minutes. We don't want this beef. So, Davis got a hotel, just a little one off the.
Davis?
Yeah. This was definitely
My Davis?
Yeah, you were definitely still here.
No way.
100%. You might have been.
With the Meg's car thing?
Yeah,
No, that was like at the end, dude. Davis wasn't there.
he was. I am 100% sure.
Okay, continue your
I
story.
love this multiverse of timelines.
Okay, so
Shit gets real muddied when you're drunk the whole
no,
time.
Of course,
Davis and Mel were there. So 100%. You might have been out.
I might have been on the boat or something.
Maybe, I don't know. But 100%.
If I wasn't, I would have been there.
Yeah. So we're out there, and he gets his hotel, and my man Cheek here just cannot handle the liquor he has consumed.
Right.
So me and Sammy break off, and we're like, hey, man, we're going to drag this dude into the hotel and just drop him off there and come back. And all right, cool. So we break off into two groups, me and Sammy dragging this poor drunk man through the streets. He might have also gotten roofied. He was having a horrible night. But we're dragging him in, and we drag him into this one hotel where we got the room. And the guy who sees us is like, no more rooms. And we're like, got you, fucker. We have a reservation. He goes, oh, okay.
That's
so
good.
We bring him up there, throw him in the room, and we're going back out. However, we've also been drinking pretty heavily at this point, so we're not super sure where we're at. Turns out we were just right down the street, but we didn't know that at the time.
Yeah.
So we're wandering through these alleys, trying to find the street we were all on to begin with. We can't find him. Desperately lost. At no point in time did it occur to us to pull our phones out and just Google it.
Why would it?
Yeah, exactly. But we find this place. It looks kind of like a bar, and we're like, yeah, whatever. We'll camp out here for a little bit. We'll text the guys, see where they're at. Again, we're not going to Google it because that makes too much sense. So we walk into this bar, and we take a quick look around. There's quite a few ladies in the room. We quick glance over. We realize these are in fact not ladies. These are men. We're like, alrighty, well. So I'm looking at Sammy. I'm like, hey, we can bounce out. And he's like, no, this is gonna be fun. I'm like, oh, you little hillbilly man.
That's bad.
This is bad news, right? But we're sitting there, and this what's the nomenclature I'm looking for here?
Dumbass?
Buy me drinky girl.
There we go. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about Sammy.
No. This buy me drink me girl is getting very comfortable with my man Samuel, and I'm not particularly pleased with the place where we're in. So he's in there just throwing them back, and I'm like nursing my one little Jack and Coke. And there's another like white guy there who's just asking me a bunch of really personal questions, and I'm like, we need to get the fuck out of here now. Like, I don't know what's happening.
I mean, it's a buy me drinky bar, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
I guess, but
it's like open territory for weird shit.
Yeah, they're not good places.
I'm aware,
They
but
were
like,
like my favorite places.
Well, they're fun places. They're not safe though.
but like, for context, my man Sammy, at this time, I don't know how he is now, but raging alcoholic.
Right.
So much alcohol.
Yeah.
Weren't we all?
Dude, it took me there.
But he could handle it for the most part.
Yeah.
I used to be able to. I can't anymore. Oh my
fair.
god, I'm such a cheap date.
I feel that. Yeah, I'll have like 3 beers and I'm like, oh.
Dude, it's horrible.
What?
It's absolutely horrible. And I went so hard active duty that like when the habit changed because of the budget, now my body's like, I don't care if you have 1 beer or 1 shot. I don't give a fuck. If you drink a gallon of water or even take Tylenol. Tomorrow's hell.
I haven't hit that yet. I still don't
You're
really
waking
get
up with a
hangovers.
fucking headache. I wouldn't even call it a hangover because a hangover you can like manage.
Yeah.
This is a headache from hell. Like
That's terrible.
Yeah. It's just to remind me that I was a horrible person when I was like,
Are you sure that's not the TBI?
it's probably a little bit of both.
Yeah.
You know? But just to remind me of the debaucherous shit. You know, just like, dude, just drink a little bit less.
That's fair.
You know, they have that thing when they say like the things you did for your country.
I like the memes that are like my aunt on Facebook. Thank you for your service. We all love you.
Yeah.
Me, drunk in a bush in Okinawa.
That's what I'm saying. Like, me walking the alleys of Whisper Alley. Like,
Yeah.
looking at these chicks in these damn sliding doors like, ooh, my mom would not be proud.
Yeah. Same. But damn, was it fun. Sorry, where were you at?
Yeah, my bad.
Oh no, it's all good. So he's in there just throwing them back, and I'm pretty just angry to be there.
Yep.
Because like at this point, I decided I'm not drinking anymore because Sammy's gone.
You got to take care of them.
We're still lost. And I'm talking to the bartender a little bit, and I look over, and Sammy is walking out with this transvestite woman.
Yep.
And
Oh gosh.
actually, let me rewind first. So he's getting pretty comfortable with this woman, and at some point in time, he looks at me and goes, "Oh, Donnie, we might have just hit the jackpot." And
Oh,
I'm like, "Why have we hit the jackpot?" He goes, "I got Meg's keys in my pocket." I'm like, "You're gonna
no.
what are you gonna do with Meg's keys? Her car's in here." He goes, "Nope, but we can trade it." And I'm like, "No, we cannot." That's actually
That's how I know that Davis and Mel weren't there, because he did that after Meg left. He was trying to sell her car but couldn't find anybody. So he was just going to trade it away.
100%. You can call him right now. This
Sammy?
is Davis.
Okay.
This is the same night that I'll get to this part later, but he got scammed at $3,000 at a strip club.
That sounds like Davis. That was any time he got drunk.
That's
Okay,
horrible.
that's a normal
That was
occurrence?
just his thing, yeah.
Okay, well, it also happened this time. But I look over and he's walking out with his ladyboy, and I'm like, lady man, and I'm like, this isn't gonna work. So I go over there, and I'm like, hey man, we gotta go. We're standing in this like dimly lit shady alley, and this chick's trying to drag me to another bar. He's trying to go with her. I'm like, nah. So I push away the ladyboy. I start walking out with Sammy. He flops down on the ground and just sits there, like legs spread, like, Donnie, no, it's okay. I love all the races. And just like, I'm like, oh,
Oh my god.
really cool, buddy.
Oof.
Really, really cool. And the ladyboy walks in and grabs me, and I'm fairly drunk at this point, so I hit her, and she just eats it because she's got bigger traps than all of us combined, you know?
Yep.
And
Classic.
yeah, but that kind of de-escalates that, I guess. And so I'm dragging him back. Still don't know where I am. I finally get out on this main road to where like I can see the hotel sign. So I'm trying to walk him back. We get in this middle of this busy intersection. Like the hotel is right there. It's maybe like 15 feet in front of us. And I'm like, all right, we're doing it, dude. He goes, nope, hang on. He stops, drops pants to his ankle. We're standing in the middle of the street and just begins to like cars are in front of him just watching and waiting. He is fully illuminated by the headlights as he sits there and just pisses in the middle of the road.
Oh my god.
And I'm like, oh, big dog, we are going straight to jail right now.
Cue international incident.
Right. So, and we wonder why the Japanese hate us.
It's only the young ones though. Like the elderly loved us when I was there.
I think it was pretty inverted for
Yeah,
my
the old ones
experience.
hated us.
Really?
Yeah.
The young ones appreciated it. See, that's what I'm saying. That changed.
Appreciated.
Because like when I was there, like the elderly really were open. Like my mama's son in my barracks invited me to her house and her family's events and shit.
Well, the ones that like worked with us were cool. Like the ones that worked at the tailor shop and stuff, they were cool.
Yeah.
But like the ones that ran shops out in town generally did not like us.
I mean, like bar owners and shit.
Yeah, like the
definitely.
on-base ones were cool.
See, I was spoiled up at Schwab by Hanoko because the one bar out there, Whiskey Dicks, was owned by the family.
It's called Whiskey Dicks.
Yeah, it's called Whiskey Dicks.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
Fucking, and I don't know if it's changed ownership. It probably changed ownership because when I was there, it was owned by Reconnaissance Marines family and his wife because he married an Okie National there.
Nice.
And it became like the base bar, but we very rarely did I go down to like Naha or go up to Nago.
That doesn't look like Okinawa.
No, it's not Okinawa.
It's probably closed.
Do Whiskey Dicks Appletown. Scroll down.
It looks like a biker bar.
No, that's not
That one?
No,
Yeah, it probably closed.
I mean it's
that was-
probably closed. It's been a while.
That
man.
was like almost pre-social media, so there might not be
that's
pictures out
the
there.
thing too. Like you guys got to enjoy the Okinawa connected. Like you guys
Yeah.
had cell phones, social media.
Yeah.
In 04, like 05 when I got there, like there were cell phones, but they were so rudimentary. It was literally just to make phone calls.
Like flip phones.
Yeah. And even then, not everybody had one. Like we were using. You were here, Vonage.
No.
Yeah. See, that was something that came out. So once upon a time, you'd have to buy a stupid phone that got routed to your room, and then you have to buy a what do you call it? A stupid calling card with like minutes and shit on it.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, to be able to call. But then, with the heyday of the internet, fucking this company called Vonage came out, and it was the first internet-based calling phone that was in the United States. So you needed an American IP address. But here's the loophole. So we discovered, well, this is the only time comm guys actually matter. Fucking, they discovered, these geeks discovered that, like, APOs have American IP addresses, no matter where they are in the world. So it's $24.99 a month for unlimited internet calling, and you can call any kind of phone in the United States.
You could buy a car for $24.99 in 2004.
You could almost fill your entire gas tank. For it.
Yeah.
But the cool part about it was I exploited the piss out of it because I and another friend of mine only had it in the barracks.
So did you charge people
I
for it?
Charged people out the ass.
Nice.
For it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, dude. It was my little side hustle.
Fuck
for
yeah.
for my tattoos, my booze, It was real good.
Respect it.
Yeah, but like walking around town, you lost your friends. You lost your friends. Like it's how I ended up in an alley, man. Like I didn't know like, where the fuck I was.
Did you end up passed out in an alley?
Dude, I was blacked out. Like
Nice.
I woke up and there's this fucking little tiny fucking like mutt of a dog just laying next to me. And I mean, and it's a narrow alley. Like I don't know how I really got in there. It was narrow as fuck.
Well, you were thinner back then.
And I immediately panicked. I was like, fuck, I gotta check my balls are good. All right, I got my wallet, my bag, my room key, good.
My kidney.
I've got what I left with, right? And I opened up my wallet to see if I've been robbed or anything like that, and everything's in there. And then there's a wonderful note from my buddies, like, hey, you insisted on going rogue. Hope there's money in your wallet to get home. You know. But what had happened, the only thing I remembered from the night before was it started at Whiskey Dick's, right? And that's up in Appletown by Schwab. And took the Green Line down to Foster, ended up on Gay 2 Street, and then we ended up at 29 Palms. Was that bar there when you guys were there?
No.
It was beneath a bar called Fujiyama's.
I feel like I heard of that place.
Yeah.
That sounds familiar, yeah.
So Fujiyama's I would expect to still be there. Because
Yeah.
it was like their local hooligans almost. Music hall bar, Americana kind of thing.
Okay.
29 Palms was buy me drinky bar though. And my buddy Space, man, he's straight up Boomhauer from King of the Hill. And the only reason I could understand him, I became his translator because our journey was entwined since boot camp. Somehow, some way, we always ended up at the same unit. Not even requesting it.
Yeah. That's how me and Sammy were. We went to boot camp, MCT together, same unit.
It was crazy.
And then he got out.
It was crazy. It was just nuts. So like I learned how to understand him. And Fujiyama's, man.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Nice.
Freaking but Space was a connoisseur of prostitutes. Fucking loved his buy me drinky girls because they were fucking cheap. And he was married to the same woman, divorced 5 times.
Oh my goodness.
How old was this guy?
When we were there, he was late 20s. Late 20s.
Was he a Lance?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, he joined late.
Oh, big time.
That's,
Big time.
oof.
Big time. Love him to death. He's a great guy. Space, you see this, I love you.
Send it to him.
But and we go to 29 Palms though, and like here I am, I'm on island. I think like 4 months at this point. I'm trying to be a good husband because my wife's back home and I'm drinking, and drunk as shit. Fresh ass chick sits next to you, just like tight, so tight, and you're just like, goddamn. No, Space is doing his jazz. She starts feeding me these shots, and I had like 3 of them all within a span of 10 minutes. Space comes back and he's just giving me this look, and I'm like, what? He goes, that's Habu Sake. And I'm like, what? He goes, that's Habu Sake. And I'm like, the fuck is Habu Sake? I'm on island 4 months.
You didn't know fucking shit.
I don't know shit, right? Because I was only staying up in fucking Appletown, up in, by Schwab.
Yeah.
He had gone out more than me at this point. And it was like after he had brought that to my attention, that's it. I don't remember. I'm like, dude, I could have kids in Okinawa. Like,
Habusaki's great.
I mean,
Shit tastes delicious.
It was absolutely delicious. I had no idea I was drinking something with a dead snake. in it
Yeah,
at the
get you
time.
fucked up.
But like, that night is gone. Like, I will never know what happened that night. And the funny part is fucking 18 years after I had left the island, we celebrated that I didn't have a bastard son knocking on my door. So I'm free.
How's he gonna find you?
But that's the thing. I don't know. I'm just saying. Like, I'm free. I'm
You 23 and me?
And anybody comes to my door and says, "Hey, Dad," I'm gonna be like, "How old are you?" And they'll be like, "I'm 20 or something." Like, your mother's fucked up. Sorry,
Get the fuck out of here.
you're a little too late. So, but yeah, I can't get that night back. I can't. I don't have a story. Oh God,
That's fucking hilarious.
yeah, dude. I just woke up, got a honcho, fucking went back home, and that was it.
Was that the same night as the alley night?
What? The space? Yeah, that's how I ended up in the alley. The night
Okay.
before.
Okay.
Freaking, that's what led me to the alley. Like, I woke up that morning, like,
How far from base were you?
So Schwab to Naha, freaking.
Oh my god.
Oh my! It was in Naha.
Yeah.
Holy shit! It's like an hour and a half.
Damn,
It
dude.
was an expensive green line.
Fuck.
I mean, expensive honcho.
Yeah.
Fucking, but yeah, dude. And I mean, it was as far as I heard. They all told me they're like, dude, we had a blast. You just left at like 1 o'clock in the morning. We don't know where the fuck you went.
Did they have any idea what you
They
did?
had no fucking clue. No fucking clue. They said they couldn't understand me. Like, I was talking a different language. Like, I was just that hammered.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, dude. Like, and I didn't have a lot of blackout nights. Like, I only had a handful.
Yeah,
you know?
same.
But I will never get that night back.
Yeah.
Nope.
I'm glad that I had nights like that. I'm also glad that they don't happen anymore.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to physically handle that.
Yeah.
Like, I look at some of the stuff that these guys are drinking these days, like the Four Locos and shit, and I'm just like,
Four Logos taste like fucking piss.
I've never had one.
They're disgusting,
I've
man.
never had one either, but like,
Oh, they're gross.
but they're supposed to be like horrible for you. Like,
I think like early 2000s Four Logos, they had to change them because people were like dying from drinking them.
Yeah.
So they're different than they used to be.
And then this new vape culture's got me kind of like what the fuck?
Yeah. I used to be a vapist. Not anymore.
It's just really weird, man. Like,
What?
No, just cigarettes for me. Thank you.
Huh?
Just cigarettes for me. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, I moved from cigarettes to vapes to cigarettes to nothing to Zins now.
See, I just smoke cigars. That's it.
I like cigars.
Well, with the occasional hookah every now and then. But
Hookahs are fun. Can you put nicotine in a hookah?
it is nicotine.
I thought that most hookahs were just nothing.
No.
Oh.
No, the shisha that you use, like the actual hookah tobacco, that's top notch, man.
Very nice.
Yeah, if you get stuff that's imported and you don't normally do it, like if we have when we have company over and I have a hookah, I'll ask them like, you guys had like a regular meal, like then they were like, what do you mean regular meal? Like, you know, like nothing loose, like you had like a sandwich or like a steak or like something of heartiness, and they're like, well, yeah, we ate. I'm like, okay, cool. And normally they can't leave when they want to leave.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it gets you a little zooted.
Just super buzzed?
Oh, big time.
That sounds great.
It's nicotine saturated. It's ridiculous.
Donnie, we need to get a hookah.
I think we do.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Add that to the center table here.
Yeah, I mean, maybe after we move out of my kid's room, but sure.
This
What do you
is
think?
how you start them off.
I mean, look,
I don't want my kid to be a nicotine addict.
It's not going to be a nicotine addict. I mean, my daughter's going to be 12 in February, and I've smoked around her my entire life.
That's fair.
Yeah. She tries to get me to quit.
What do you think about the idea of buying a short bus and converting it into a podcast studio?
So I like the idea, but my questions would be noise control with power consumption, because obviously you're going to use a generator.
You'd have to, yeah.
You know, if you're not plugging into the house or whatever.
Yep.
You know, so then like.
And that's the whole thing, because like I would do podcasts with crackheads.
Well, yeah, no, you can.
But I don't want to
definitely-
bring them to my house.
You can totally change the dynamic of your podcast.
Yeah.
Like I have a podcast idea that I've been dwelling on for like the last 4 or 5 years.
What is it?
I'll tell you off air, because I don't want the masses to steal my idea.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's
It's
fair.
a real risk.
Yeah, but I'm going to tell you right now, it's unique as fuck. It's extremely unique, because I sat down one day and like the money on the internet, man, like it's crazy. Like
Yeah.
it's absolutely crazy. Like if you started like a Patreon or whatever.
If you can get a following, you can make so much money.
But the thing is there's 380 million people in the United States, right? That's just the United States. How many billions of people in the world? And all
6, 5, 8, somewhere
But
in
that's
there.
the thing. All you've got to do is touch 1,000 of them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? For a $3 monthly subscription, like that's crazy, Stu. That's how bad could that be? You know, like there's got to be 1,000 like-minded idiots,
Right.
that are just as crazy as you are, that
Yeah.
want to listen to a guy talk like them.
Yeah.
You know, like it's there. You got to find it.
The thing that we struggle with is finding the like the outreach medium, because we put it on YouTube when I can get it off my computer, which is hard sometimes. We put it on Spotify, Apple Podcasts.
Yeah.
But we got to start making clips and putting them on like TikTok and YouTube.
Well, I was gonna say like your
and Instagram.
your Instagram exposure would help if you did like reels, like
Yeah.
like funny reels. Like if there was like you did a challenge, episode with like drinking or something.
Yeah.
Something interesting.
Yeah, my issue with it is I hate listening to myself talk. I can do it in the moment, but if I listen back through the entire episode, I fucking hate it.
Well, man,
So it's hard for me to find the clips.
He's gonna critique himself harder than you would critique. We critique
Yeah.
ourselves. We're our own worst critic.
Absolutely.
Like, so
Yeah.
like you got to remember that. Like I can't stand half the shit that I do.
Yeah, but it's so hard to get out of your own head and just do it.
It
you
is
know?
hard. It is hard. But I mean, you guys are 30 plus episodes in. Like you guys got a pretty good rhythm, I think.
Yeah.
You keep the momentum. Eventually, things take off.
Did you listen to any?
I mean, I haven't had an opportunity yet. Don't
fair.
hate me.
No,
Don't hate me.
all good, all good.
Like I said, like the transition we're going through right now at work with the upper management leaving is just chaos.
That's a lot. Are you taking over for him?
No. So that's the funny part, man. Like I was being groomed to. I'll say it like that. Like that was always the contention and the intention.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, due to finances and the shit administration we're getting out of right now, that made that bold move to make everybody in the U.S. government $15 an hour minimum wage.
Yep.
Without a budget analysis and revamp. He just literally just, bam, everybody's getting paid this without me looking at what's in the bank.
This will be good.
It was nuts. Yeah. Totally not good. Because now what happened was all of my pay grade within MCCS for the fiscal year of 2025, starting January 1, all those salaries got bumped down 5%. Yeah.
Damn.
And I've been with MCCS for 5 years. So my time and grade in the position that I'm in right now, if I was to apply for that position, I would be taking on 75 to 80% more responsibility for a 7 cents increase per hour.
Fuck that.
Fuck that, dude.
Exactly.
Fuck
exactly, that. Exactly. And the funny part was the culminating, the thing that felt good was they had 6 applicants. Nobody qualified. So now the position is still empty, which is being divvied amongst the other supervisors.
Do you have to come from MCCS for a position like that?
No, you can come from the outside, but you just have to
have
meet
experience?
all the prerequisites. They're very picky about the prerequisites. Because from in-house, it's considered like OJT towards those prereqs.
You said a 7-cent increase?
0.07. 7 cents. Yeah.
That's fucking ridiculous.
It's nuts. It's absolutely nuts.
Jesus. They can't like go to hire and like get them to authorize more money for you?
Well, that's the thing. Even if I were to negotiate a 5% increase from what's being offered, it would only been like 98 cents.
Fuck. Yeah. Fuck that.
Yeah, it's not worth it. For an extra $40 a week, fuck you. No.
Have you ever thought about getting out of MCCS?
Oh, all the time. So I constantly get scalped by the egress boys.
Nice.
Yeah, in the fucking dunk tank behind Area 2.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. My daughter went to school with one of, their, guys' kids, and he was just like, man, you got to come over to egress, you and your buddy. And I'm like...
Does it pay better?
So that's the thing. That's what's nervous, is the pay is definitely better. It's like $35-40 an hour. The benefits, the whole nine. The only problem is contractual. So
you like tied in for a certain amount of time, or what do you mean?
Well, it's contractual for a certain amount of time, and then you got to renew your contract at the end of that contract. So there isn't a bit of security, but like there isn't.
Yeah.
With MCCS, once you're in, you really got to like.
You gotta fuck up,
bro. They make the progressive discipline process that this company has is insulting. Like you literally can be a dirtbag. Like a fucking true shitbag. Do the bare minimum, not really try to improve your own well standing, and still have a job. Like, and what I mean by that is like, let's say fucking Schmuckatelli fucking, keeps breaking shit. I have to give him a verbal, and then we have to revisit in like 2 weeks to see if he's improved himself. And then we make an evaluation. Okay, you didn't, you did, whatever. Keep continuing to improve yourself. But then, no, I'm good. But then he fucks up again. So then it's a coaching. And that coaching goes in his file. But, let's say he doesn't fuck up again for 6 months and 2 days. But he fucks up again. It's now a verbal again because it was more than 6 months.
That's ridiculous.
So every 6 months, your page 11s are getting yoinked. They don't stay in your record at MCCS. So you could literally be a recyclable shitbag and keep your job.
What can you fire people for? Is there like an offense that's great enough that you can just boot them?
Falling asleep on stand for my specific job.
That's fair.
Yeah. And there's that immediate physical contact on any side. But that's company-wide.
Yeah, makes sense.
Zero tolerance. It's funny, they have zero tolerance on language.
What?
They say they can fire you for language, but they haven't yet. They haven't.
So if you say fuck, you can get fired?
Yeah, they haven't moved that gavel yet.
I did not know that. Didn't pay attention to that training.
But the thing is, it's just they make it easy. They make it hard for management to keep a good team, but they make it easy for staff to be shitty, and fuck the other staff. So, but it pays.
It sucks, but it also makes sense because it's so hard to get people to want to work now.
Oh, it's extremely hard.
Yeah.
It's extremely hard, dude. Especially if it's a job that requires any sort of forward thinking. Like, any kind of, like, self-awareness. Like, should I do this? Should I do that? No. Like, they don't want to. It's insane. But the thing that's insane to me is that they don't work. These kids don't work. They still survive somehow.
Yeah, I don't get that. I think people just live with their parents till they're 30.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
I would love to know the formula of how that works
Yeah.
because they're still vacationing, they're still having a good time, they're
Right.
partying, but they're not working. It's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Are they living on credit or are they with their parents? I feel the same way.
It might be credit. I didn't think of credit.
I don't get how you can just not work. Like, I don't get up every morning like, fuck yeah, I get to go to work. What a great day. But like, what's the alternative? Just fucking doing nothing?
Well, I mean,
That's terrible.
How old are you?
26.
And you?
24.
24. So you guys you're not millennials, you're Gen Z, right?
Technically.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's generational because it skipped the millennials. Fucking, they don't want to work. Fucking, I'm on that edge. I'm like right there at the end of X, beginning of the millennials.
Mm-hmm.
So I blend more with my X generational friends than I do the millennial generational friends.
That's how I feel like I get along with millennial people, not Gen Z people.
See, it's an interesting dynamic though, man, because it's like it changed so rapidly. Like there wasn't a lot of time for both those generations. So
What do you mean?
So like the gap between baby boomers and Gen X, like there was
A long time, right?
There was a good 15, 20 years of development there.
Yeah.
You know, like with Gen X, I mean with what do you call it, millennials and Gen Z, it was within a 15-year period. You know.
But that 15-year period, like, I don't think this is why they did it, but like the internet coming around changed fucking everything.
Yeah, the internet's great.
Like, I know that's not why you love the internet?
I love the
I fucking hate the internet.
Oh man, like I have this weird struggle with technology.
Mm-hmm.
I don't use a lot of it in my daily life. Like, are you very well connected? Like, you got like a bunch of Amazon Alexas around your house and shit. Like, see, I'm not connected like that.
Fuck that shit.
Yeah, but I love technology, but I hate what it's done to people.
When you say technology, do you mean like you love Facebook or you love like drones and like?
But that's just umbrellaed by everything, man.
Yeah.
You know, like computer technology. Don't get me wrong. I'm not proud of AI. I can't stand it. That scares the shit out of me.
Yep.
I'm a traditional Terminator guy. Big fan. Thank you, Arnold. But that scares the living shit out of me. The fact that we're allowing it to be as free as it is and as explorative as it is, I just can't.
Terrifying.
It's absolutely nuts. Like, I love Elon. He's doing great things.
Yeah.
But this guy, like, hey, man, like, come on, step back a little bit.
Like, let's stop that.
Like, AI needs to just put a leash on the fucking thing.
Yeah.
Like,
AIs plus supercomputers, fucking terrifying.
It's incredible. And, like, if you look at, like, even, like, telescopes, like, if you look at images that the James Webb produces, like, I just love technology. It's great.
That shit's cool.
Fucking. But the internet is an entertaining standpoint, man, because, like, you're connected to the world. You get to watch all of the weird shit real time around the world. Like, that's why I hate social media, but for that simple context, you don't have to wait a week for news anymore. You don't have to wait till the next day or 48 hours to get the war update. When that JDAM hits, you know 20 minutes later.
Yeah, but
if
also
not faster
like,
than that.
Then you have to hear. You don't have to, but you hear so many more people's opinions, and it just gets you mad all the time.
See, but that's
like
where
social media is terrible.
I get that.
I fucking hate social media. I use it because I'm addicted to it, but I hate it.
Do you listen to Rogan?
No.
I do.
Okay. So then you should know. You're sitting here saying that there's so much negativity and there's all this bullshit. Rogan himself, when he talks to anybody on starting a podcast or his own podcast, he says, just don't read them.
Yeah.
Just ignore them. You don't have to read your comments.
Well, it's not the comments from like anything I'm doing. It's just like
Not yet.
Yeah.
Not yet. See, that's what you got to remind yourself. Like right now, you're developing your audience. You're going to have a group of people that like you, and you're going to have a group of people that are like, fuck these guys.
Well, he said in the past that once you get to 10,000, you got to stop reading.
Stop reading your script.
Stop reading the comments.
Well, yeah, no, you don't read the comments. I wouldn't read the comments at all.
Well, he says up to 10,000 because at that point it's going to be people that like you, but after that, it's going to be like lots and lots of people see your shit and they're going to be mad about it.
Well, yeah, because I mean, there's automatically going to be a party of people that are jealous.
Yeah.
Because you're getting exposure. You know, all these damn springs just echo to everybody.
Yeah, these are cheap.
No, dude, there's a rad though. It's a good setup for
Thanks.
what it is.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, did it on a budget, but it sounds pretty good.
You got to start somewhere,
Right?
But that's the thing. Like, you just got to do it and do it. Like, once I tell you my idea for my podcast, you'll be like, "Wow, that's risky." But
So what's stopping you?
oh, man, so many things.
Is it
So
the
many
content
things.
that's stopping you, or you don't want to buy the stuff? Or
No, believe it or not, the main thing that's stopping me, and this is unique, all right? my daughter's reputation,
That's fair.
my child's reputation.
That is fair.
So like I would love to start it now.
Yeah.
Like I said, I've had this idea for like 4 or 5 years. I think when she's like halfway through high school, I might start kicking it. You know, like really start getting some feedback and you know, designing it, writing some stuff down, making my material, and then like when she graduates and in college, I can pull the trigger.
Sure.
I mean, when you're in college, you're in college. You say you a stupid dad, no one's gonna give a fuck.
Yeah.
But in high school, I could.
It's a big deal.
I could ruin her whole life.
Yep.
You know, so. And I mean, and it's not like porno, you know. Like as much as I would love to be able to do porno, just I don't have the body nor the physical stamina for it anymore. Like, just sorry, not 6 hours of fucking all day long. Money's
I
great.
don't know that sounds that great.
It's not that great. Like you watch some of these interviews with some of these porn stars.
They're so sad.
It's not fun.
Yeah, it's depressing.
but yeah, no, it's out there because it's never been done before.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't know how frequent I should do it. Like, should I do an episode a week or I do an episode a month? You know, I don't know yet.
Well, here's the thing. What if you wait too long and somebody else does it first?
I don't think anybody's gonna have this idea.
Do you want to do a video podcast or an audio podcast?
Both. That's
Okay.
the thing. I want to have like a Rogan setup.
Okay.
You know, some similar to what you're doing right now. You
Yeah.
know, I'll have a mic set up where I am. You know, like the actual scene. I'll have a set. You know, a set.
Yep.
But I'll do both dual video and because the video is what's going to make it funny. It ultimately is what it is.
Does your face need to be involved in the video? Could you wear a mask? Because you could start it now.
No. See, that's
Anonymous.
The thing.
Nobody's gonna watch the.
That's
guy
the-
in a mask.
Fucking
Yeah, dude.
marshmallow?
Okay, no, it's the difference between like a DJ and then some like weird dude in a BDSM mask like whispering into a microphone. That's
Well, it doesn't have to be a
entirely
fucking
different.
BDSM mask.
100%.
But if you start it and you're wearing a disguise or a mask or something, it's that much more
For
mysterious because
what-
then
for what
people will be
it
like,
is.
who is this guy?
But that's the thing. But for what it is, for the comedic value and like just for the overall value of the show, I have to be visible. I have to be.
I got to hear what this is. I know you're not going to say it
No,
on
I'm
here.
not going to say it on the air yet. Like,
I
I'll
gotta
tell you
hear
when
it.
we get off the air. No, and you're going to laugh. Like
believe that.
every time I bring it up to somebody, I get an awesome reaction. Like, and I feel like if I structure it right, the golden rule: if you put 5 or 6 years into something, eventually it should take hold of at least some substance.
Yep.
That it would take off. But yeah, the one thing holding me back, the main thing, is my daughter's reputation.
No, I respect that a lot. Yeah, you got to take care of your kids.
I don't want her to look at me and be like, I fucking hate you. You ruined my life.
Yep.
If I could avoid that until she's in college, I'll be a happy guy.
Yeah,
You know?
that's totally fair.
Yeah. And then after that, you know, I don't think working for the federal government would be a good thing to do at the same time. Yeah. So
I don't want to work for the government anyways. I know I do right now,
it's
but
not horrible. It's not great.
yeah,
I'll tell you what. From a standpoint, it's good job security if you're in the right role.
oh, absolutely.
If you're considered mission essential, like even with a furlough,
The money doesn't stop.
it doesn't stop.
Yeah.
You still get paid. So I can't complain there.
Yeah,
You know, the stupid ups and downs, checks and balances are just as gay as it was when you're active duty, if not a little worse, because they're civilians and like trying to prove themselves.
yeah. You got to have more training to be
It's-
more polite. And
It's so stupid, dude. So fucking stupid. But it's all right, you know. And pretty much, if you're prior service, people pretty much okay, they leave you alone a little bit.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair. I just want to stop working for somebody else.
Oh, that's
Like-
where I'm at with you on that, man. Like, who do you don't want to work for anybody? You want to work for yourself.
Exactly.
Or work, you know, in tandem with a friend that you know you mutually can make money with.
Yeah, I'm not talking about this specifically, but like when I get out, I want to start my own business. Not right away. I'm going into HVAC. I got to figure out what I'm doing. I got to learn the skills of the trade, and then I want to start my own business because there's good money in it, and I don't want to fucking work for somebody else.
Well, I know he's getting out soon. How much time you got left?
September 26th.
That's it.
Yep.
Nice. You gonna re-enlist or you gonna?
I don't know. I go back and forth every day.
Well, what's your MOS?
I'm an armor. I know.
That's not bad.
It's not a bad gig. It's not a bad.
You
it's-
work some bad hours though.
Well, I work bad hours now.
You did Noki too.
Yeah. But do you think my gunny works bad hours?
That's fair.
My gunny moseys in at 9 and dips out at 4. And power to
You
you,
make good
gunny.
points.
I love you to death.
Does he listen?
I don't know. I told him about it. I don't know if he
Okay.
does. But if you do, love you to death. I really admire it for what it's worth. Anyways,
He's just gonna shit talk you a little bit.
I mean, as an armorer though, like I mean, it's not. I'm not saying it's an easy job because I mean it's tedious, right? But like, it's got to be comfortable. You're in
It's
climate controlled armory.
It's not a bad gig. I'm away from like. You know what I hate is when I'm like walking down the hall and I just bump into a colonel. I hate that.
Oh yeah, no. With being in the armory, you're far from the flagpole. You know?
Like, dude has to knock on my window and politely ask me to let him in. So like, I got that plenty of time to know he's coming. Like, hide all that shit.
Well, that
Yeah.
you're only communicating with him through a 5x5 window.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, that would be really nice.
it's
I
pretty
can't just
great.
bust in while I'm doing stupid shit.
Yeah, it's awesome.
See, that's why I like working over at Area 2, man. Like at the Area 2 pool, my office.
You're in the middle of nowhere
I'm
as
in
far
the
as
middle of
MCCS
nowhere.
goes.
And nobody wants to come there because I'm smack in the center of division. Nobody wants to deal with fucking division all day. And my pool is full of Marines.
Is it back open?
Not yet. Hopefully by like...
Jesus.
Yeah, I know. It's nuts. It's fucking unreal. Government contracting is crazy.
They fixed the crack?
The crack in the ceiling is fixed. The pool has been reshelled, but I had 70,000 gallons of water disappearing every 3.5 days that they don't know where it was going.
They still haven't fixed that?
No.
My God.
That's being fixed right now.
Fuck.
But that's the thing. Like, my pool is so far away from the flagpole. No one fucking cares. I don't get no hot shot office guys coming down. I don't got no head leadership from head HQ coming in. Like,
Yep.
It's so peaceful over there. It's nuts. Like, that's why, like, as an armory, because my best friend was an armorer, and he lives in Minnesota. And the only reason he got out was because he wanted to do the farm thing.
Nice.
But he loved being an armorer. He was like, it's cush. It's comfy.
It's really not a bad job. It's just I don't know. I feel like there's I feel like there's stuff out there that would be better, but it's like
Did you consider lab moving?
I've been looking at it.
I would
Been
consider
bouncing
lab.
around as an idea.
Yeah, I would lab move, man.
I like my retirement. I like my benefits. There's a lot of good stuff out there, you know.
You can stay in the reserves.
You could, but
That's doubling your commitment, though, man.
Yeah, but it's so much less time.
I know, but instead of retiring in 20 years, he's going to retire in like 40.
and I thought about the reserves until I talked to a reservist, and then I was like, oh no.
There's less respect, man. Like,
Yeah.
Do we all love each other as, brothers in arms? Yeah. But when you're forward and you come in contact with a reservist, you're like, you fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, but it's got to be different being a reservist, just a reservist, versus being a reservist who was active duty.
But that's the problem. I think you'd be bitter and fucking pissed because you're dealing with people that don't know how to function.
Oh, absolutely. But the respect towards you.
Oh, they
I
would
don't think
love
will
you. They
change.
would look at you probably. They'd either look at you like God or like, oh, fuck, this guy's going to ruin our lives.
Yeah, which both are great.
It's like, imagine going into work, right? Say your HVAC company takes off, and then it's Saturday. You drive however many hours down there, and then some douchebag who's a Culver's waiter, Monday through Friday, runs up and he's like, "You got stubble under your neck. You missed a spot shave. You fucking idiot!" And like
Well, that's the really good thing about being a reservist. Like, you can just tell them to fuck off. There's not much they can do to you. I'll just leave. There's
Yeah.
reservists that I have a buddy who is a S1 at an I&I, so a reserve station. He said people would just stop showing up all the time. They don't put you in the brig or anything. They just process you out.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
And I'm not going to do that because I'm not a piece of shit.
Meanwhile, these
But-
people are joining the reserves to get their dicks cut off and their TRT, hormone shit now.
Yeah. Wait,
Fucking.
personal opinion, we're going to disagree on this. I think you should be able to do whatever you want. You should be able to be trans and everything.
No. If you want to be trans, by
Government
all
shouldn't
means.
pay for it.
Exactly. You want to fucking be trans, walk around and say you're a fucking dude when you didn't have a dick, by all means. You fucking do what the fuck you want to do. My tax dollars shouldn't be doing anything with it.
I agree. You need to go get yourself a good job and have your insurance pay for it, or pay for it
100%.
out of pocket.
Yeah, dude.
Government should not be paying for it. You on a time crunch?
No.
Okay.
I was just checking out what's going on.
Okay.
The only thing the government, paid for that I was kind of okay with was there was a period when I was active. If a spouse or a female Marine was going through mental therapy, and they had self-esteem issues, and they didn't feel womanly in their figure, the Marine Corps was like so quick to fucking buy them girls them titties. Dude, there were so many government-funded titties from 2002 to 2008. Like, it was not even funny. Like, oh my god.
Yeah, I don't have any issues with that.
It was a running joke, like titties for combat. Like,
Wait, this was wives or active duty?
both. If you were being seen by TRICARE Mental Health, and you could prove that you literally were depressed because your tits were too fucking tiny, and you didn't feel, accepted, or you didn't feel like a woman, or you didn't feel valued by your husband, or whatever. They'd fucking buy you tits.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Would they buy me a new dick? Can I get a bigger dick?
Right now you can. Right now it's part of that whole fucking transition shit. You could probably cry the whole fucking story. You could probably.
Well, I'm not transitioning though. So will they do it?
Dude, you cry about anything in today's core, they'll probably fucking give it to you.
I might have to give that a shot.
Fucking, dude, I'm telling you, it's the sensitivity's just ridiculous.
We're living in a weird time.
It's so fucking weird, man. So fucking weird. Like, you just had a guy set this fucking chick on fire in the New York City subway, right?
When was this?
Like within
Like Friday?
yeah.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
But he was an illegal immigrant. Okay. The justice system is handling this so gently. Well, him so gently, and then you got a guy that defended people on the subway and killed the guy that was losing his fucking mind.
That Marine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was an all-out fucking manhunt.
Yeah,
for
he's
the
in prison,
dude.
isn't he?
No,
Well,
he
he's
got off.
He's been exonerated.
Oh, okay.
But they were trying to fucking
Yeah.
run charges on the dude.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Do you see what I'm saying? Like, it is such a fucking weird time to be alive.
The immigration issue is also just fucking wild.
It
I am
is
100% pro-immigration as long as you can be vetted
100%.
and you're not a bad person.
There's a process.
Yeah.
There is a process.
And like I think seeking asylum is also okay, but you should be held somewhere and vetted. Like,
Well, the asylum thing, I think, it's really wide.
what do you mean?
Like, for example, like to claim refugee status, all you've got to do is claim that you're running from something that's making your life unlivable.
So you don't have to be from like a war-torn country or anything?
No, like you just literally have to say you're running economic turmoil or like, whatever. And then at first, they're not going to investigate because our administration right now fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Fucking, and that's the big problem is that there's no vetting process. They literally give them fucking paperwork, put them on a bus and send them somewhere. Like you don't know where any of these people are. And people aren't even admitting to the fact that most of the people coming over the border are, middle-aged fucking males.
Yeah.
They're-
Military age, not middle age.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's no women and children.
Yeah.
Like, where are the women and children? Why is it 80% dudes?
And why are there
Like,
so many Chinese guys? Why the fuck are they crossing the southern border?
It's a whole bunch of Oriental, Middle Eastern, like Indonesian,
Yeah.
like a whole bunch of like off style fucking
I'm worried about the Chinese guys specifically because like to fucking wipe your ass in China, you have to get government approval. How the fuck are they coming in as 25-year-old men that are fit and ready to fight?
If that's what's scaring
into our
you
country.
right now, it's going to scare you even more to know that China owns like 33% of American properties that are
Yeah.
for sale.
Yeah, I think they're the largest farm owner in the United States, or farm landowner.
It's so frightening. Like they're literally trying to put controllable fingers in our own country, and it's
Yeah.
absolute bullshit.
They're not trying; they're doing it.
They are doing it.
Yeah.
I mean, Biden is bending over and just like, hey, can you count the wrinkles on my stink star? Like, are you close enough? Fucking, I can't wait for Trump to get back in office.
Yeah, I don't like Trump. I don't think he's a good guy, but I think he's a lot better than what we
Well,
got.
I tell everybody this. I don't vote for the man. I vote for the product.
Yeah,
And
I agree with that.
And the policy.
Yep.
Do I like what he said most of the time? Absolutely not.
Nope.
Do I think he flies off the cuff and says some extreme shit? Of course. But I'm going to tell you right now, like from experience, ruling with that kind of edge gets results.
Yeah,
I hate to admit it.
and we're gonna be safer. As a
We're
country.
going to be safer. The economy is going to do so much better. Like the interest rates are going to go back down. People might actually be able to buy and afford their houses now.
That'd be nice.
It's nuts. And the difference is just black and white. And the fact that there's groups of people in this country that are ignorant as fuck be like, no, Walt Harris, they were so on point with saving the country. Like, no, they weren't. They didn't do anything for the last 4 years. Like,
Yeah, like, nothing's gonna change.
Nothing.
It's the same policies. It's gonna be the same people.
Like I was telling everybody,
Different
if it wasn't
figurehead.
Trump, I would have been as forward for Vivek Ramaswamy as I am for Trump.
Yeah, same.
Like 100%.
I like JD Vance a lot too. I think he's next.
He's great. The fact that we got a jarhead as the VP.
Fuck yeah, first time ever.
What's up, buddy?
Yeah,
Like totally, and his edge. Like he calls them out for not fact checking everybody else.
Yeah.
And he does it in public, like where there's uneditable footage. It's so great.
yeah,
It's fantastic.
yeah. He fucks.
Yeah, just straight up, just like let's go.
Yeah.
Like
And he's smart as fuck. Like, of the four, the presidents and the vice presidential candidates, he was obviously just the most adult person in the room.
Well,
of the four of them.
If homegrown American was in the Webster's dictionary, like, he is homegrown America.
Yeah.
From nothing to, giving some for your country, working for your country.
Yep.
And then improving your country.
Yep.
Like, it's incredible.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah, and I had no idea he made a movie. That Hillbilly
Elegy?
Hillbilly Elegy, I had no idea that was his.
Did you watch it?
No, I'm going to, but
Same.
I had no idea. And it was, after a book that he wrote.
Yep.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
It's absolutely incredible.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah. And like the what they did with the podcast blew my mind. Like,
What do you mean? The Joe Rogan podcast?
I would have never expected any politician to go on to an open forum.
Yeah.
So
Which podcast?
So the Joe Rogan Trump podcast, that was unregulated.
And JD Vance.
And JD Vance.
Yeah, they both went on.
No.
But they were unregulated.
Yeah.
The Trump campaign didn't come with any, requirements other than the fact I think they had a few things they couldn't talk about, but there was barely any, no rules, just gentlemen, good talk. That's what we want.
Yeah.
And it was great. And then they tried to do it with Kamala the same way they did it with Trump, and they went at them with like a book of rules and time restraints and location requirements. They wouldn't go to his studio.
They wanted to pay to rebuild Joe Rogan's studio somewhere else so that he would go to her to do the podcast.
Yeah. And
Instead of just going to Texas for a couple hours.
Absolutely not. The American people are going to know about this too, and he fucking told everybody.
Yep.
But I had never expected that. And because they did that I have full inclining that really gave them the last kick to, win.
Yeah. I think that was a big deal.
Huge.
I think it would have been really good for her if she had gone on.
It was for free.
Yeah.
There was
she paid,
no money exchange.
What was it for the Call Her Daddy podcast? Like $100,000 that they paid or something?
Dude, they wasted so much money that she's in debt because of what she paid the celebrities to, speak on behalf of her.
Well, the party is.
Well, the funny part is did you see Trump? Trump came out, and when that was in the media, how she was in debt because she overpaid the celebrities. He was just like, we had a lot of good free funding, like we got all this, campaign money, and in the true American spirit, we'd love to share that with the Kamala campaign and pay their debt.
Did he say that?
Pay the debt. Like
Donald Trump said that?
Of the campaign, yeah.
I didn't see that.
Because it was like $4 or $5 million. It was a couple $1 million.
Yeah.
That she was in the negative, in the red. And he threw his fucking dick on the table and was just like, I'll pay it. In the spirit of America.
Did they take it?
No. They didn't take it.
Classic.
Or they took it and they took it quietly.
Yeah. More likely.
But it's just like that. It was no money exchange. Trump didn't pay Rogan. Rogan didn't pay Trump. Like, that's incredible.
Yeah.
Like
8 years ago, that would have been unheard of.
Extremely unheard of.
Yeah.
And I don't think Rogan understands the value. I think he kind of has a feeling like he was an important part, but I don't think he understands just how long in history people are going to be talking about that.
Yeah. I think it's going to be the standard from now on. It's just really free-form podcasts.
Free-form, open-air podcast, talk on talk, people. Like, it's the way it's got to be, man, because people don't trust anything anymore.
Yeah. That's why we got to get big in the next 4 years so we can have Kanye on.
JD Vance, we asked you to come on and you have not responded.
That is true. I messaged you on 2 separate accounts. Hit us up.
I mean, you get there. You get there, buddy.
Hopefully.
And then, hey,
We'll see.
I mean, if I start mine up, we'll start doing some collabs.
Fuck yeah.
It'd be pretty funny.
Yeah.
Like,
all eat.
It'd be interesting.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's just, it really, really was just the first, just like, wow. Like, they did it.
Yeah.
Like,
and he had talked about how in the past they had talked about doing an episode with Trump, but they wanted rules, so he wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
And then they changed, and he went on, and it was a huge deal.
Yeah.
And
you might say a huge deal.
Huge
in China.
It's cool that he stood his ground, though, and didn't just do a scripted 1-hour podcast with him 3 years ago and waited till they would do his rules.
And it paid off, dude. Like,
yeah.
That's it. Like,
they had like 56 million views on YouTube or something.
Like that. If that didn't make Rogan the king of podcast, I don't know.
He has been for years. I don't know what you're talking about.
Like, seriously, like the dude has been pioneering the whole podcast scene immensely. And the people he has on his show, like, there is no script. Like, they don't really script anything, but they stick with that individual's expertise.
Yeah.
And that's what I like. That's the variety. It's not the show that's got the variety. It's the talent.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I like. But
I agree.
it was incredible. When I watched that 3-hour interview, I was driving down to Florida, to go on a cruise, and I was like, this is nothing better to fucking have playing. And it was incredible. It was so fucking welcoming, home American, like, you know, Americana, welcoming, like, reassuring, like, I will fight for you.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not lying to you because I'm here telling you.
Yeah.
It was great.
It was good.
Absolutely great.
It was a good episode. I enjoyed it.
And then, I mean, look at the things that are he's not even president yet, man. And certain, you know, world leaders are already starting to make power plays to adjust to the new American way.
Yep.
Putin already came out and said, I'm willing to sit with Trump and, you know, Zelensky and try to resolve a solution.
Figure this thing out. Yeah.
Fucking Taliban and shit are like, well, we're done.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
Yeah, it's an exciting time.
Dude, and then, like, the Syrian civil war is finally over.
Yeah.
That is wild. Like,
How long was that going on? 10 years?
more than that?
Really?
Oh, my God, dude. It's been a while. Yeah, Google that.
Let's find out.
I'm pretty sure it's been, like, 40-something years.
Holy shit,
Yeah,
really?
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while. Let's see here.
March
2011?
Okay, I was
Wait.
Is there a start end?
No, right here. Right there. Date 15 March 2011.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I was off. Yeah, so 13 years, 9 months.
It says the present, but that's wrong. It just ended.
But, like, no Assad. No more chemical bombing.
Yep.
Like, none of that.
Yeah.
Like, it's insane.
It's great.
It's insane. But what's wild is that they're seeking asylum in Russia.
Well, yeah, Russia.
Assad is?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he
That checks out.
been-
They'll go fight in
been
Ukraine for
paying
him.
him for
Yeah.
the last
Yeah.
however many years.
Yeah.
But that shit, like, I couldn't believe it. I woke up, turned on the news, and I looked. I was like, "Oh fuck,
Yeah.
okay, this is from the help from the Turks." Okay,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, it was
nuts.
wild to get that headline.
Dude, it was nuts.
Yeah.
And you know, and then the funny part is, a buddy of mine was just like, "Oh well, I guess we're gonna go in there and, you know, take over." And I'm like, "No, just wait. There's gonna be a terrorist group within the next 24 to 36 hours." And sure as shit, there's a new terrorist group within 24 to 36 hours.
Yeah.
Like HST or something like that. They're called fucking.
I don't know who it is. I haven't been at work.
It's a new fucking group, but they're not for global Islamification. They only want the interstate. You know, so they only really want Syria.
Well, that's reasonable.
Yeah,
You
no, I
can't-
mean, you
It
wanna
sucks
do your
for the
thing.
Syrians.
Well,
but
yeah, but
I mean, they're not going to get gassed anymore.
Yeah, that is an
Fuck it.
improvement. Absolutely.
I mean, if they had to wear burqas all day and listen to the Taliban over getting gassed every day, that's pretty good improvement.
I'd take that, yeah.
100%. You
Put
know?
it in perspective.
But it's just weird how the whole world operates around the Middle East.
What do you mean?
know? For like, we know all of the terror campaigns come from certain countries. You know, that Iran is a state sponsor of terrorism. You know that
Yep.
Pakistan is a state sponsor of, you know, terrorism, and yet the UN, fucking, you know, the U.S. government, the U.K., everybody just tiptoes and dances around it. You know, and it's just like, the fuck.
Well, it's so hard to fight them, and I'm sure you can speak to this more than I can, but, like, it's an ideology, not
It's
a
100%
group.
an ideology.
So, like,
but
if you kill the dad, the kids join because they're mad at you.
But the problem is that, like, at the government level, like, it's, God, I'm horrible with wording things. Like with Iran, right? The Iranian people, because here's a fun fact about me is I'm 50% Iranian. My father immigrated here during the Shah in the 70s. Fucking became a U.S. citizen the legal way, you know, and married my mother and made something of himself.
Nice.
But, you know, all the Iranian people over there, they'll tell you all the time, like, we have no problems with America. We don't fucking care. We don't give a shit. We hate our government. But unfortunately, because at some point in time, they followed the fucking regime and drank the Kool-Aid and gave away their guns and gave away their rights, and now they're fucking trapped and can't defend themselves or fight up for what they want. And they're stuck. Fucking...
It sucks.
It's not, and then watching a government exploit its people, like,
It's sad.
you can't help but ask, like, why the fuck are we allowing this to happen?
Yeah.
You know, but
I feel that on one hand, but on the other, I feel like we should just get the fuck out of everything else. Like, We should fix our own country before we're
Well, I totally 100% agree.
over fighting other wars.
I 100% agree. Like the money we give to illegal immigrants, there shouldn't be a homeless veteran on the streets.
Correct.
We should not help anybody outside of our country until all of the veterans that are homeless on the street get off the street.
Yep.
That's square one. Fucking I have compassion for all the other homeless. Don't get me wrong. Like they do have value, but if I wanted to start anywhere, like that's where I would start. You know, before we take care of anybody outside the United States,
take care of the people that were willing to fight,
exactly,
or fought.
Take care of the value to the country.
Yeah,
you know, like let's start there. Fucking.
No, I'm with you.
Yeah, 100%. Like the minute I found out that when we occupy a country for fucking whether it be combat, humanitarian aid, or whatever, we give them fucking Planned Parenthood benefits, bro.
What?
Yeah, we offer clinical fucking, you know, services, fucking, especially like over in Iraq and fucking long-term fucking occupied territories.
I mean, like providing medical care makes sense.
Same thing with Okinawa, fucking Guam, all of it, fucking.
Well, Guam's part of America.
Planned Parenthood. That's because that's what Trump did. You know, when Trump did the whole fucking Planned Parenthood nix, that's what he did. Fucking, he brought it back here to the United States and said, "Hey, I'm not paying you anymore."
Is Planned Parenthood a government organization?
It used to be government funded. Fucking, it's kind of like your health department.
I think they're technically a non-for-profit.
Yeah, a 501c3 or whatever you call it.
Interesting.
But
yeah, I didn't know that. What?
It's like you know what you said earlier. You kill the dad, you radicalize the son. Just I don't want to say it, but you see what I'm getting at here, right?
I think so.
Okay. Hey, come on, it's funny. It's a little bit fun, right?
I don't think that flies over there.
Oh well.
Suppose.
But I tell you, it's just it's an interesting world, man. Like you got a brand new son, you know, like it's going to be interesting the world he's in when he's 18.
Yeah, it's kind of a scary idea to raise a kid in this world.
Like my daughter, I got, you know, she's going to be 12 in February. You figure I've got 6 more years till she graduates and she's off to college.
Yep.
Maybe like 5.5. Mm-hmm. Once she goes off to college, like that's it. Like, fucking like, and you got to look at them and be like, hey, I'm
did
sorry.
my best.
I didn't want to bring you into a shitty world. I apologize, but
it's the one we got.
Hope you're ready,
Yeah,
because this sucks.
Yeah, it's an interesting time.
It is, man. It is. Fucking. I mean, the fact that, like, I mean, you're 26. Fucking, you were 1 year old while I was at ground zero, fucking setting up lights after the 9/11 attack.
Yeah,
like it's crazy how generations change and work, and you know who experiences what.
Yep.
You know, it's nuts.
It's weird because we're in such we are in a mostly safe country now.
Yeah.
And then I think that just leaves room for people to get pissed off about dumb shit.
I would say it's safe from like a mass attack, like a real WMD, like something that could take out like the entire eastern region.
Yeah.
know? I don't think we're safe from small nukes that could take out like Manhattan.
Oh, I'm talking like in the country. Like, obviously there's like stabbings and shootings and shit, but for the most part, we're safe.
Yeah. I mean, you had the Vegas shooting.
That shit happens,
and that
which
shit
is terrible.
that
I'm
shit
not
was
saying
crazy.
it should
Did
happen.
you guys look at the facts on that? That shit was wild.
No.
It's interesting, right?
Yeah, dude, I think it's totally CIA. 100%. There's somebody in that audience that the CIA wanted.
Are you talking about the country concert from years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking Dan Bilzerian was there. Fucking coward. Fucking pussy. You're a pussy, Dan. Fucking.
He actually watches this.
Hey, let him.
He does, yeah. He's a big fan.
Fucking.
Well, he was. Probably not anymore.
Yeah.
You're fucking.
Happens.
You're fucking phony.
That's your camera, by the way.
Fucking. That's right.
I gotta go piss. Please keep talking.
Oh no, you're good.
Be right
You're
back.
good. Yeah, dude, that Vegas thing was wicked, man. Like totally wicked. Like different calibers, the cyclic rate of the weapon compared to the weapon they found, like just none of it matched up.
So I seen this thing a minute ago. This could be total bullshit. It's the internet, you know. But like, apparently the the shooter, I can't remember his name.
Yeah, the old guy.
Yeah. So he had a criminal history smuggling guns with some like Saudi groups, apparently.
Yeah, 'cause he used dirty money, but he was like a millionaire.
Yep. And then he did that smuggling for the Saudi prince. That Saudi prince in Saudi Arabia at the time was staging a coup against this. I'm gonna fuck this all up to make even less sense. So our prince here, he's staging a coup against his authority.
Yeah.
That authority is in the casino next door. During that shooting, a SWAT team starts going through, goes directly to this prince's room, where the prince who's being overthrown is at, right? And from where he was doing the shooting, that was the only readily accessible helipad.
No
so
shit.
like, I heard it being thrown around. Again, could be total horseshit. It's the internet. People are saying that they just did that as an avenue to shut off his one escape from this alleged hit team that was there to coordinate this coup in Saudi Arabia.
Dude, I would not be far off to not believe that. Like, because the way everything is put on paper, like, anybody who's of any background in the military or police department is going to look at it and be like, the fuck are they talking about? Like, this does not add up.
That cyclic rate looks a lot like a 240.
There were no brakes. There were no brakes or reloads.
It's interesting stuff if you.
It is extremely interesting.
You sit down and do the math.
And then like they had like everybody in the audience. There was a high caliber list invite audience. Like there were a lot of fucking A-listers and stuff there. So none of it added up. None of it. It was all CIA. Total CIA.
What's the end game with that though? I mean, no, the only thing that really came out of it was the bus stock ban.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I think I can't remember at the time, but I think there was some misdirection that clouded it. You know, like these drones things that's going on over in New Jersey. That was misdirection. There's always some sort of misdirection. They're not telling you everything, man. Fucking.
You think that they did the Vegas thing to hide something else?
Well, either it was to hide something else, or it was to the CIA was taking out somebody that they didn't like, fucking, or like the theory that you just put on the table with the with the coup with the Saudi guy. Like either way, the motive is definitely internal. like 9/11 was an inside job. I'll argue that till the day I die. And I saw it happen. I was there. Like it 100% was an inside job. If you watch the videos, you have the two towers, right? You got Building 7. That's where the FBI and certain government offices had, space inside that building. Nothing touched that fucking building, gentlemen. And it fell like a house of cards in its own footprint. Like a controlled demolition.
Yeah.
Nothing touched it. Nothing touched it. Let's not even talk about how perfect the towers fell themselves. Doesn't take a fucking college physics professor to tell you that was controlled. Yeah. Like, come on. And then they scrubbed all the video reports of the news that had the people saying like they heard explosions in the lobby. Like
that video still exists?
There should be one. If you YouTube it, we'll try and find it.
What am I looking for?
Well, go to YouTube. And type in 9/11 bombs in the lobby interview. Go down, scroll down, keep going, a little bit more. Go back to the top. It might be one of the first two.
Firefighters tell how bombs were going off.
Yeah.
What happened? It was an explosion. It was in the lobby and this third explosion, the whole lobby collapsed on us. What was it like? Horrible. It's horrible.
You heard that. The whole lobby collapsed when the planes hit on like the whatever umpteenth floor.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen. And then if you watch most of the architectural engineering shows from before any of this ever happened, like, Modern Marvels and shit.
Yep. From before 9/11?
Yeah. The trade towers themselves were specifically designed to fucking withstand anything that could hit them at that given time in history. And I think at that time it was like a 737, which was comparable to the same size of plane that hit the towers to begin with. And then if you watch all the camera footage from the fucking Pentagon, yeah, you see what I'm saying? Like,
the guy took out like a huge insurance policy right before it happened or something.
Like 3 days prior.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe it.
I don't know if I'll be able to find the specific thing because I'm using Google. But
it is a total inside job.
Yeah.
Total inside job. And where they blew up the fucking Pentagon with the so-called plane that fucking they didn't find any parts from.
Yep.
Like, what are you hiding? Just come out with it already. We already know. Everybody knows.
We're never going to find out.
I wouldn't say
Maybe
never.
when we're very old,
Because
we could find out.
I mean, because here, you got Trump and RFK say they're going to release the Kennedy files.
yeah, that was so long ago.
They're gonna do what they did with Kennedy, where they're gonna be like, "Yeah, we did it."
What about it?
What's up?
So I have a theory. It's a really wild theory, and it kind of held some ground until Trump became president. Because I don't think they did it to Trump, because he would have told the public about it. But I think when they have a presidential candidate they know they can manipulate, they sit them down in a room in the White House, and they play them a video, and the video is a different angle of the JFK assassination.
I think they show them a lot of shit when they
But
get in
that's what
office.
I'm saying, and they look at them and they go like, "What side are you on? What are we gonna worry about? Like, we're gonna have to watch you? You're gonna do what we want you to do? Like, you're gonna stay quiet and let us do what we want you to do?" You're like,
The weird thing about the Kennedy files, though, is like they can't be protecting a person because it happened in what, like 63?
it's protecting a lot.
It'd
had to
be
do a lot
just to protect the CIA at this point because you got to be at least 20.
Well, there's that. There's
To work
the
in the government.
embargo with Cuba. There was the fucking Bay of Pigs.
Yeah.
There was a lot of sticky shit going on.
Yeah, but we know about that now.
part of it.
Like,
yeah.
why don't we know about the JFK thing yet? Like, there's theories. Why don't we know?
I don't know.
That shit's weird. Because like anybody that was involved is almost certainly dead by now. They would have been born in the 40s. They'd be at least 80
No, I agree.
if they were a very low level person.
Unless one of those individuals was George H.W. Bush, who was a young CIA officer working at the, where was it? Was it Dallas? It was at the Dallas, what's it called? The CIA office.
Regional office.
Sure.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Unless that gentleman then was then made into the president of the United States
I would
and
heavily lean on that. to
had
be
a-
very,
That's
very
fair.
probable.
created one of the largest political dynasties in American
But he's
history.
dead
and,
now.
and was involved in 9/11.
His son is also the ex-president, and his other son's like governor of Nebraska or some shit like that.
His other son's a dork.
His other son was worthless.
Yeah, Jeb.
Can you
Oh my
imagine
God.
being that fucking loser at Thanksgiving?
Being at that table.
Yeah, like
Everyone's of like political dynasty, and you're just over there like, "Meh."
I'm a governor.
like,
Mom, we passed a bill. Shut up. You were the president.
we really fixed the roads, and they're like, "Shut up, loser." Anyways, when I invaded Iraq,
Well, me and Dad were busy fucking thumbing Saddam. What were you doing?
Oh, Jesus. Jeb Bush is a fucking
Dad always said you
goof.
should have ended up on the mattress.
Should have been a back shot.
Like, I don't know who's worse, like him or Cheney. Like, Cheney was a fat, goofy oaf, too.
I don't know enough about Dick Cheney.
And he got shot. Fucking.
Did he?
Yeah.
When?
On a hunting accident.
no, he did the shooting. He
Did he
was,
do- he
Yeah,
did
he was
the
the
shoot-
shooter.
Yeah, didn't he shoot his friend?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just wild.
as good as. How long have you been in Jacksonville?
2 years?
Oh, okay. So this is way before you've been here. It's almost as good as our old local sheriff. So right now we've got Chris Thomas, who's our sheriff. Before him was I can't remember, Hans Miller, right? But before him was this guy named Ed Brown. Ed Brown left his sidearm in the same Bojangles stall twice. Fucking yeah, straight up.
What?
Yeah. Took his
Just
sidearm.
taking it off to take a dump?
Yeah, took it off to
Holy
take
shit.
take a shit, and fucking left it in the same one twice.
Oh, and I assume he didn't find it if we know this.
Well, no, so he left it there. He had to go back and get it. The first time that the Bojangles called the sheriff's department and told him. But
That's fucking pathetic.
well, then here's the even more pathetic part. So it was like 2007, 2008.
This is a while ago.
Oh yeah. There was a Marine called Caesar Lorian and another one. Fucking, I can't remember her first name, but her last name was Lauterbach.
Okay.
And it was this big controversy, right? Because she was dead, like, and missing for a while.
Oh, fuck.
No one could find her. Her car was found at the Greyhound bus station down by the Checkers by hooligans.
Yeah, down here?
Yeah, fucking. And it was there for days. Nobody knew where she went, right?
So they figured she just hopped on a bus.
Well, she was gone. He was UA. Like, nobody knew where they were, right? So, like, the stuff, like, the onion starts to unfold, okay? Investigations happen. His wife is living in the house that's down off by Half Moon. And what ends up happening is Caesar and Lauterbach had an affair because Caesar was married to another woman.
Yep.
Okay. He knocked her up. Classic tale of your affair.
Yep.
Classic PFC female move, because he's like some corporal or sergeant. She's hanging it over his head.
Oh, the new girl's here.
Like, I'm gonna fucking tell the command if you don't do this, like you're gonna pay me, kind of shit. Well, he flees because she ended up getting murdered.
Did he murder?
Well, he says he murdered her. The stipulation is that the public and everybody thinks it was the wife as a crime of passion one night while she came to confront him. Because, guess how he tried to get rid of the body? This is where it gets interesting.
Buried her in the backyard? I don't know.
That would have been simple and boot-like,
Yep.
right? But there's an added flavor to this. She was pregnant, and like maybe like 3-ish months, you know. He fucking, you know, blunt force trauma to the head, killed her, and then built a really big bonfire, and then put her in the fucking fire.
Oh my god!
And tried getting rid of the body that way.
Yeah, have a real hot fire for that.
Didn't do a very good job, so then they buried what wasn't burned, right? And it was only buried like 3 feet down. Like, they didn't go very deep.
Oh my god.
Yeah, yeah. Well, to go back to how much of an idiot Ed Brown is, okay, they find out that there's a body somewhere on this property because he admitted to it. He was like, she's buried in the backyard. Instead of paying CSI to come in with like ground force radar or sonogram or some kind of sonar, you know, equipment that a normal fucking police department would use.
Yep.
This motherfucker takes out divining rods. You know what divining rods are?
He's trying to dig a well?
That's what he...
The fuck?
Bro pulls out fucking divining rods. 2 fucking steel divining rods. And is like, we're going to... On CNN, we're going to find the body this way. Fucking made Jacksonville look like a fucking... Just... Oh, God. Ed Brown divining rods.
God damn it.
I hope there's a video. There you go.
Oh, wow, look at that.
Yeah.
A bent coat hanger.
There you go.
Oh my god.
Yep. Sheriff Ed Brown walking around with a bent coat hanger, expecting the device would find the body.
What a dumb fuck.
Bro, you can't write this shit. Like,
That's
you can't.
like from a comedy skit.
You can't write this shit.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That doesn't look like a video exists.
You can't write this shit.
What a dipshit.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Same guy that left his sidearm in the same stall at the Bojangles twice.
I was there for like 5 minutes. What the fuck happened?
So in 2007, I was telling Stolke. 2007, there was this sergeant or corporal named Cesar Lorian, and he had an affair with this chick named Lauterbach. It was like a PFC. Knocked her up. She was hanging it over his head. You know, like, hey, you know, you're gonna pay me, or I'm gonna go to the fucking command, whatever. Wife found out, you know, and they murdered her. And he fled. She was UA, he was UA. They didn't know where they were at. They found her car at the Greyhound bus station. As the onion unraveled, you know, and then they finally found him because he'd fled to Mexico and couldn't finish living in a covert for 3 weeks. He couldn't handle it anymore. His family disowned him.
Oh, he went to Mexico?
He made it all the way to Mexico because that's where his family was.
Oh.
Fucking, but his family heard what happened, and they were like, you're not fucking coming here. Fucking.
Understandable.
Yeah, 100%. And he finally gave himself up. You know, he came back and surrendered and was just like, no, this is what happened. But we think he did it to protect his wife because they kept digging more and more into his wife. But they killed her, and to try and get rid of the body, they cooked her in a big bonfire. Fucking.
Why divining rods?
But
a coat hanger?
Because Ed Brown's a fucking moron.
Holy shit.
Yeah, dude. The quality. Look, I love Jacksonville. Like, I live here. It's a nice place if you know
it's okay.
If you know how to navigate it, right? But the people that live here, like, it's
Yeah.
like there's
There's something in the water.
like I was at
Literally.
I was at Logan's, man, like a couple nights after it all came out.
Yeah.
It was on the TV, and there's this like 90, 80-year-old man next to me drinking fucking Guinness, and I'm there with 2 other buddies of mine, and he looks over at me, and he taps me on the shoulder, and he's just like, what do you think that was like? And I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, that poor woman that he burned in the backyard, she was pregnant. I was like, yeah, it had to have smelled horrible. He's just like, yeah, I don't know. And I looked at him and I'm like, what's got you confused, old man? Like, he's like, you think it was like a hard-boiled egg? And I'm like, what? What?
Oh.
What? He goes, well, she was pregnant. You know, like you take an egg, you cook an egg. Like that's, I mean, it's not the same thing because he's like, he literally said, he's like, it's not a human, but like, would you think the same thing would happen? And I looked at him like, no,
Oh my
no,
God,
man, the neonatal fluid inside of a woman, like whatever it's
different than
called,
an egg.
is not an egg.
Holy
It's not
shit.
like when they found her, it was a hard boiled egg.
Oh my God.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's some interesting people. Look at Radio. You know who Radio is? The
guy that
black
dances
guy
around?
that kung fu's on the corner.
Yeah, we talked about him on our second episode.
Yeah, he's been here for decades.
Is he still around?
Yeah.
Somebody saw him. One of my friends saw him recently. I thought he had died or something.
Like decades, man.
Have you talked to him before?
I haven't talked to him face to face, but like I've passed him in like passing.
Yeah.
But I've never really had conversations with him.
We should get him on the podcast.
You know who you need to get on the podcast? If you're really into like getting weird fucking people,
Mm-hmm.
there's a group of I don't know what religion they are, but you'll see them on the corner of Western and 17 in front of Walmart all the time wearing all white with blood splatters on their crotch.
Oh.
The anti-circumcision
guys.
groups. Oh, yeah, bro. They're fucking wicked weird.
What the fuck?
Yeah, you got grown men out there with
I
their,
figured it was
like,
going to be like an abortion thing.
it's like no, it's all like leave us our foreskins, fucking, and they've got their 7-year-old sons out there, and they're in like white cowboy hats, white button downs, white jeans, and they got blood stains on their fucking crotches.
What the fuck? I've seen a guy in white on the corner over there, but I didn't look hard enough to notice he
Yeah.
had fucking. Oh
Yeah.
my God!
And they move, they migrate, they go either from the Western 17 intersection or the Country Club and Western intersection.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's nuts. This town's got a lot of crazy people.
Yeah,
We
I
got
want
those
to get
back
out of
home.
here.
Like,
Huh?
it's
We got
nuts.
those guys back home.
Same people?
Huh?
Or like same group?
Yeah, the all white bloody crotch guys. They have a name. I can't remember it right now. Though.
Yeah, they're somewhat popular.
I don't think I'll be able to find him.
I don't think you want to find them.
That's fair. That's
But,
fucking wild.
But yeah, you got them. I mean, shit. You could, interview a Mormon.
We've actually talked about that. We're thinking about it.
But I would interview a Mormon that just finished their what's it called? Shit.
They're training.
No, it's not training. It's where they let them
Mission?
They send them out into the regular world.
Rumspringer.
Yeah, Rumspringer.
No, that's
it.
Amish.
That's Amish, but the Mormons have something similar. It's just not long. Fucking, because there was that show.
So you want us to get
Breaking
like
Mormon?
You want us to get a boot Mormon on the podcast?
I don't know. I mean, you can do whatever you want.
No, I'd totally be down for that.
I think once Rumspringer happens, at least for the Amish, like that, you're locked in. You can't leave after that. So we got to get them right.
Wait, like if you do Rumspring and come back, you can't leave?
Like you got to get them before they go back.
yeah, like Rumspringer is when that's
yeah.
that's when you decide. So we got to catch one on Rumspringer.
Yeah.
It'd be hard to get Amish here, but we could definitely get a Mormon
Well,
here.
you got them in Virginia.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, they're not going to all the way down here.
We can go to them. Virginia's not far.
I suppose.
Hey, can we set up in your barn?
Oh, yeah,
By the way, I'm going to need a 2-mile long extension cord. Actually, no, that's not true. This thing runs on battery.
hey, well, something.
I think it would last for like half an hour with 3 mics plugged in. But
Dude, I think it's a pretty sick setup though.
Thanks.
You could bring this with you, no problem.
oh, absolutely. We took it to Iowa a week and a half ago.
Hell yeah.
Interviewed my buddy who's a
Blind race car driver.
he's a dirt stock race car driver.
Blind?
He's legally blind. He can see, but his vision, like his glasses are that thick.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
It's abysmal.
Yeah. Hey,
Jeez.
talk about Kyle like
His
this.
vision?
So is
No,
he-
no.
Oh,
He's
his
blind.
vision. Yeah, his
So
vision.
is he kind of like constantly driving with beer vision?
I
Like
don't
a
actually know.
foggy beer vision is what I'm saying. Like,
Maybe. We should have asked him that.
That would have been a good question.
Yeah. I think he can see decently.
how clear is his vision?
It's a very good question.
I know when I put his glasses on, everything's just a blurred
But that's
colors
what
together.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
It's got to be pretty bad.
Is it focused well enough with the prescription where it's kind of like what we have,
Like-
or
I'd hope
Corrected
so.
2020, corrected 1010.
like is he watching TV in 1955, or we're watching TV in 2024? You know, like
If my phone wasn't over there, I'd call him.
fucking that's an interesting question. You got to find that out for me.
We'll get him back on sometime.
Yeah.
Or I'll just ask him tonight because I
But
talk to him all the time.
there's people that do incredible things. Like there's that one race car driver. He drives with his feet. The guy's got no arms. And
What?
He drifts with his feet. Do armless drifter.
Sounds like a bad Western, man.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah. Straight up. Doesn't use hands. Drifts with his fucking feet.
I was gonna say fuck off Harbor Freight, but I like Harbor Freight a lot.
Look at this shit.
That is wild.
And he's a pro. It's not like he's just some fucking hobbyist.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, like, and the guy rips.
Hell yeah.
Totally
Power to
fucks.
him, man.
I used to work at a McDonald's. That was my first job.
No shit.
Unfortunately.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, it was terrible. We had a lady that would come through the drive-thru who didn't have arms. She would drive with her feet, and she would fucking stick her toes out, and you'd have to put her bag between her toes.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it was.
This is in Iowa?
Yep.
Oof.
Nice lady, but
And you know,
weird experience.
I always correlate Iowa with Slipknot fucking coming from Des Moines.
Good.
It's one of the very few things that have come out of Iowa. So
Oh, my God, dude.
Iowa, Ashton Kutcher. That might be it.
I don't know.
A lot of offensive linemen.
Ashton Kutcher might be on the Diddy list.
You think so?
I think he is on the Diddy
He's
list. It's just
on
a question of
the-
Diddy Diddle.
He's on the Diddy list.
Well, he's a guy like fighting. He has like a child sex trafficking.
Is that him?
Yeah.
Are you sure that's him?
Yeah, like an anti-child sex trafficking
What
software.
a better guy.
So then that makes
for a
sense
man
now,
who's-
you know? Like, he went on the Diddy list, and then he starts doing anti-child trafficking shit. No shit.
Yeah. Yeah, he like works with organizations
Because
to
I know
fight child trafficking.
there's that other guy, that old school 80s actor that's been doing a lot of outspoken shit. Fucking, God damn it.
Do you know what he was in?
Was he in Lost? I think he was in Lost. Like the Lost Boys. Corey Feldman.
Is he on here?
No, Google Corey Feldman. Yeah,
That guy?
yeah. And then do Corey Feldman,
Michael
like
Jackson.
anti-kid or anti-pedophile. Yeah, he's been fucking trying to expose the Hollywood pedophile ring from like Weinstein to, Kevin Spacey.
Good for him.
Yeah,
Fuck yeah.
yeah. Because apparently, like, same thing, like Hollywood, like it's
Terrible.
Well, it's exploitation.
Yeah.
And you want that script? Oh, well, lick my left nut for it?
Yeah.
Fucking.
There was I can't remember who the director is, but they talk about it. He had like a bed set up at the studio. And it's like if you want,
That was probably Weinstein.
Weinstein.
well, yeah, it was Weinstein.
Harvey
It's
Weinstein.
like if you
was a
want,
fucking dirtbag.
you want the role, you're gonna fuck me.
the fucking
Shit's
dirtbag.
Insane
Yeah.
piece of shit.
Like, and the fact that it went on for so long,
Like
and it's
40 years.
and it still is going on.
Yeah.
Like, it's still happening.
Oh yeah,
Like, there's
somebody
no way
else
it's not.
stepped up to take a spot.
Like, I'm blown away that the Diddy list has still not been exposed.
Right.
Like,
I don't think it will. I think it's gonna be the same thing as Epstein.
see, but that's the thing. That's what Trump said. RFK and all them said all these lists are coming out, man.
I hope they do.
Hey, hang on, man. There's no way they were all doing it.
Like all of Hollywood? What do you mean?
Not Epstein. There's no way everybody, like Diddy was the guy who had big parties. There's no way everybody, hey, welcome to your Diddy party. Here's a child. Have fun.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
it couldn't have been everybody.
I don't think everybody was diddling children, but I do think everybody was being exploited to fornicate in some way.
Probably.
Weren't they like just giant orgies?
Well, there was thousands of gallons of baby oil. Like, if you Google it, you'll see it was like a room just for fucking baby oil.
I like his lawyer's excuse was like, well, he lived down the street from a Costco and he likes to buy
That's
in bulk.
such
like,
bullshit.
You're a fucking lawyer and
It's
that's the
such-
best you could come up with?
It was such bullshit. Fucking, it's just like Bill Cosby saying, I didn't know what the drugs were gonna do. Fucking
Dumbass.
But this whole Diddy thing, it just unravels. And then you got fucking, what's his name? Justin Bieber and Eminem fucking writing new songs about this shit.
Are they?
Yeah, look, there's the room. There's the room.
Is that the actual
That's
room?
the actual room.
Oh my God.
Look at it, dude. It's all the fucking baby oil, dude.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's wild.
It's nuts. Like, why are you protecting this scumbag?
There's conspiracies that the Diddy that's in jail is a body double because his plane is still just flying around and
I wouldn't doubt it.
people aren't really sure why it's flying to like remote islands and shit.
I think that's why fucking Beyonce is starting to whitewash herself.
Think so?
Well, because her and Jay-Z are implicated in the Diddy list, too.
I believe that, yeah.
Was it the Diddy list or was it a separate rape? I thought it was a separate unrelated raping.
There's a whole unraveling fucking... But, like, she's whitewashing herself. Now she's this fucking elegant, blonde-haired woman who's singing country music and winning country music awards.
Which is bullshit.
Give me a break. Like, what the fuck? Like, holy shit. It's crazy what's being swept under the rug.
Yeah.
It's fucking nuts.
Yeah, the veil's being pulled back, and it's real weird.
What do we got here?
See, it just
That's
flew.
still flying.
Yeah,
Flew
it's still flying.
today. Flew yesterday, day
That's
before.
That's crazy.
15th, 13th.
Hey, Henderson exec. Oh wait, no. What am I thinking of?
I don't know.
Something executive airport like Luxembourg.
I mean, every airport has an executive airport.
Okay, I didn't know that.
That's just the part where the private jets go.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind.
That's
Sorry.
fucking crazy.
Who else can you find on the celebrityprivatejettracker.com?
Who do you want?
Oh no, just slide up. Go to hit that celebrity jets.
Celebrity
This one?
jets.
Oh, celebrity jets.
Be a creeper and find out.
Donnie T,
Trump,
Drake, Tom
Drake.
Cruise.
Kid Rock.
Where's Max Verstappen at right now?
What?
Max Verstappen.
The fuck is that?
F1 driver.
Is he a pervert?
No, but he's a fucking. He got a private plane.
Oh. What's his name? Max?
Max.
How do you spell that?
VERSTAPPEN, I believe.
That's impressive. I couldn't.
I'm a huge fan.
You like racing?
I love Formula One, dude.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
my god.
Formula One's exciting.
So it's bad though. Like I should hate it because it's a fucking rich man sport, but fucking
No, we got no Max Verstappen.
no.
Yeah, don't
Where's
work
Kid
with
Rock
it.
headed though?
Yeah, where is Kid Rock?
You know I'm a fan.
The 15th of this month from Florida to Tennessee. That's
Tennessee to Florida, Mississippi to Tennessee.
Yeah, but wait.
Tennessee
how
to
far-
Mississippi, Michigan to Tennessee.
Here's the question though. Wait, go back to Florida. Look up how far Martin County is, Withenfield is from Mar-a-Lago. Guarantee you he was kicking it with Daddy T.
Probably.
There you go. First one. What is it?
46
minutes.
Yeah.
Totally kicking it with
You
Daddy T.
Hell yeah, brother. Michigan, Tennessee. Does that say Tennessee to Tennessee? Oh,
That's
Tennessee
funny.
to Michigan to Tennessee.
That's so
He goes to
funny.
Michigan and Tennessee. He's from Michigan,
He's
right?
from Michigan. He lives in Tennessee.
I was going to
Canada.
say, his White House replica mansion is in Tennessee.
I thought it was in Florida.
No, the White House is in Tennessee. isn't
Oh,
it?
okay.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, these are all things I would expect of Kid Rock.
Yeah.
Nothing too sketchy
I
here.
thought we were gonna get something fun, like Tennessee to Michigan to the Bahamas to the what's that one no extradition country?
Hey,
Russia?
He doesn't need to be worried about being extradited.
He ain't done shit. He's just a goofball.
Dude, this man, Kid Rock, is hanging with Dan Daly and fucking Trump on a regular basis.
I love Dan
Like,
Daly.
Dan Daly.
That guy
is-
fucks.
That guy's hilarious.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Judge Judy.
There was an interview. They were like, hey, Dan, why is your Taco Bell fucking more than your child support or divorce payments or whatever? He goes, because Taco Bell tastes better than my ex-wife's pussy.
Oh my! Who said that?
Dan Daly.
Fucking Jesus! I like his diet. It's just like Diet Coke and
just
fucking
Diet Coke, booze, and cigarettes.
Yeah.
Like, that's it.
Guy's a physical specimen.
The man totes himself with a badge of honor that he can take down like 40 Trulies in an 18-hole game. Fucking,
Can you drink while playing professional golf?
I think you can. I think you just got to be under the radar about it.
Have a different cup or something?
Yeah, probably.
Where's DeSantis going? Florida to Florida, consistently.
What a lazy fuck. He's flying all over Florida. Look at this bitch.
Oh, South Bend Regional Airport. Hell
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
brother. Indiana represent.
He's kind of got like Taylor Swift vibes with the
Yeah.
carbon footprint here.
Does he know that cars exist?
Right.
Florida's not that big.
Now, when he's going from Tallahassee to Miami, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's a long drive.
That's like a
but
7 hour drive, 6 hour drive maybe.
I had no idea this website exists. Now that I'm, but where's A-Rod, Blake Shelton, Floyd Mayweather, and Dan Bilzerian going? Scroll down.
You're gonna fucking doom scroll this.
Look at that. A-Rod, Blake Shelton, Dan Bilzerian, and Floyd Mayweather.
Do we think it means they share a plane?
I think so.
Yeah, no, that's totally them sharing a plane.
Who do we want to look at?
Wait, hang on. The Caesars Palace Casino, George Lucas, Google, Jay-Z, Jerry Jones, Jim Carrey, Lady Gaga, Michael Jordan, Peter Thiel, Phil Mickelson, Stephen Wynn, and more.
You know what I think this means? How much you want to bet these celebrities have like timeshares, like jets?
Oh, that would make
That
a lot of
makes
sense.
sense.
Like these are the celebrities
Okay.
that flew on that Gulfstream 4 jet.
Yeah.
That makes more sense.
Yeah, because Elon Musk is on there. Dude can afford his own plane.
That's what I think. I don't think this is their personal planes unless it's one
Yeah.
person.
It's got to be ones they use or
Yeah.
something.
That makes more sense.
Yeah.
Damn, I really like the idea of...
Like, have you seen Travolta's mansion? Travolta lives on an airport and has like 4 hangars attached to his house.
Really?
He's his own like 747.
Hell yeah.
I'd like to see a conversation between Mark Wahlberg and Elton John on a plane ride.
That would probably be really weird.
Yeah.
That'd be really weird.
Didn't Mark Wahlberg like blind a gay man in Boston or something like that?
No, he like beat up a Filipino man.
Oh, right. My bad.
That's funny. That's funny. Like why would a millionaire fucking be inclined to beat up a Filipino?
Oh, no.
Oh, this is in
is
like his youth.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, he was like 18 or something. What the hell is Luke Bryan doing in the Bahamas?
I mean, it's Luke Bryan.
I suppose.
That's it. We're all going to be doom scrolling this now. While we're taking
Yeah, this is what I'm doing
Like, this
for
is
6 hours tonight.
Episode ruined.
Okay, let's get back to it. What were we talking about? I'm probably going to cut that out.
I have no idea.
I wouldn't cut that out. That's pretty fucking funny.
Yeah. You're a cigar guy.
Oh, I love cigars.
So I like
absolutely
smoking
love
cigars. I don't know shit about cigars. Can you enlighten me?
I can enlighten you.
What do you look for in a cigar?
Well, see, that's the thing. So, give you a little back history. I've been smoking cigars ever since my first cigar, I was 11 or 12.
Okay.
What I would do is my grandfather, he was a man of a little bit of wealth, so he wouldn't smoke his whole stick. And he'd leave it in the ashtray, and he'd be like, Jafar, empty my ashtray. And I'd fucking pocket the big ones and go down to the basement and puff on them later. Well, he caught me one day, and he was like, all right, fine. He tried doing the old school trick, take this giant Maduro Churchill.
Smoke the whole thing.
8-inch fucking BBC of a cigar, and you're going to sit there and you're going to smoke until you're done, and I enjoyed every fucking inch of it. And I looked at him, and he looked at me, and he was just like, fuck, don't tell your grandmother. And that was it, But I will be honest. At a young age, I got a real liking for the darker leaf, like a Maduro or a Cameroon, a nice dark leaf.
What's the difference between a dark leaf and a light leaf?
So a light leaf, there's flavor, but it's not like pungent. It's not like right away. It's
Sure.
very mild, very light. You kind of airy. You got to like look for it a little bit. But like the darker the leaf, the more harsh and strong the tobacco is.
So it's basically the same difference between a dark beer and a light beer.
100%.
Okay.
100%. And I ruined my palate as a young man. Like I should have really started off a lot lighter than I did, but being Italian and in North Jersey and fucking thinking I was a hard ass, I was like, fuck this, I can handle fucking hard tobacco, fucking whatever. So I grew up smoking Maduro and like double Maduro cigars. But it makes me hate anything that's a light shade. Like a Connecticut wrapper or a natural wrapper. If I'm giving it as a gift, believe me, I'll smoke it. I can't taste it. Like I'm literally like
Your taste buds just smoked?
they're just shot.
Okay.
Yeah. So
What'd you say you smoke? Maduro?
that's the style of leaf.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
So that's not like a brand?
No, that's the style of leaf. So
Gotcha.
you've keep track now. So you got natural, Connecticut shade, Maduro, Cameroon, Sumatra, Dominican, Nicaraguan. These are all styles of leaf. The brand, it's important, but it's not that important.
Mm-hmm.
I tell everybody, like, you could find a cigar that's $5 a stick, and you think it's the greatest stick in the world. I'll smoke it. I think it's trash. It's all subjective.
Sure.
It's extremely subjective.
Does it depend on the cigars you smoked, or is it just solely based on your palate?
It's a little bit of both. Like, I mean, because you start comparing things to things. Like you start to, like when you smoke one cigar, you're like, ooh, that was a little spicy. Did I like it? Did I not like it? Let me try this one. Oh, okay, this one's not as spicy as the last one, but it's got this kind of note. Like you start comparing, others to the others. But what I tell everybody is, like, if you're really getting into cigars and you want to narrow down your favorite type of stick, get a small little book like a Green Monster from the Marine Corps, like small little green notebook. And every time you smoke a cigar, take the label, tape it in the book, and then write what you liked about it, and then write what you didn't like about it. And then you put a check or an X next to it to signify whether you would buy that stick again or you wouldn't. And then after you start collecting pages after pages after pages, you can be like, oh, well, I noticed that I like a Nicaraguan leaf over a Honduran leaf. And then I like a natural over a Connecticut. Like, you can start seeing where your flavor lies.
Narrow down what you want.
Yeah. That's usually how I tell people to, guide themselves through it.
Okay.
Because if you go into it without any direction, like, you just spending and smoking, and you might not ever get anywhere and not really enjoy it to its fullest. And it's really enjoyable. Like, I mean, it's a great hobby.
Do you inhale?
No.
Okay.
No, you don't inhale.
That's fucking dangerous, right?
Well,
or not dangerous, but
it's not.
Bad night?
It's not recommended. And I mean, there are fucking old, hard, salty ass dudes that do it, and fuck. But never do I inhale.
Would you get Nick sick if you inhaled?
You'd turn green.
That happened to me once
Like,
at my uncle's house when I was 17. I smoked a cigar, and I did not know you were not supposed to inhale, and that was a bad night.
Like, dude, I've been smoking since 11. I'm 39. Even if I accidentally just lightly inhale anything, I'm like, ugh, like, no, drinking something, this sucked. So
Fair enough.
Yep.
You want to get into smoking cigars?
I dabble. I don't like. My thing about cigars, and this is probably like one of the main reasons I smoke cigarettes so much, is like very rarely do I find myself where like I could just sit outside for 45 minutes, but like
it's a commitment.
I find a lot of windows for like quick 5-minute intervals.
Yeah, no, I totally get that.
That's my beef for cigars. If I had like a cigar room in my house where I could go smoke indoors, that'd be perfect.
That's some big money shit, though.
I'm an asshole. I fucking smoke right in my kitchen. My wife and my daughter, they don't mind it, but like if she's got friends that don't like smoke, they come over, they're like, you were just smoking in the kitchen. We're like, yes, I was.
Yep.
Fucking yeah, I'll smoke anywhere.
I will say the 45-minute thing. I've seen this guy smoke a cigar in like 10 minutes during the beach
quick.
jet.
I'm not that guy.
So a standard stick that would take somebody about an hour and a half to smoke, I can take down in like 35, 40 minutes.
That's insane.
You're a monster.
Fucking where most people can't walk around yelling at people fucking while smoking a cigar, I can do mostly anything while smoking a cigar. I have a horrible habit. Like right now, currently, I go through on a bad day 2 sticks a day. On a really good day, could be upwards of like 8 to 12.
Damn.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Do you you smoke the same thing? Like when I smoked, I was a Marlboro Reds guy, and that's all I smoked.
So I'm a big Padron guy. I love Padron. It's a great cigar. But of course, with that kind of habit, I can't buy my like primo expensive sticks all the time.
Yep.
So like I'll go with like a lower brand El Rey del Mundo. It's a nice $6 stick.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, man, like I like when people are like, man, I'm wasting so much money. I'm like, you don't know the half of it. Don't talk to me about wasting money. I'm literally lighting my money on fire. Fucking, but it's the only main hobby I really have.
Sure.
Outside of the Harleys and the Hummer. So
I want to get a motorcycle, but I can't justify the purchase right now.
look, I'm all about toys, man. I just bought an M1123 fucking HMWV fucking Humvee, and that's been the best decision of my life.
What year?
2005.
Okay.
Only had 4,000 miles on it.
What the fuck?
Yeah, dude.
Hell
Came from a stupid administrative army base up in fucking New York.
Nice. Did you drive it here?
No, I bought it at a guy out of Richlands.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. Fucking, I love the damn
It
thing.
runs?
Runs fine. Now I have to change the glow plugs. I burnt the glow plugs out, but yeah, it's fucking,
Hell yeah.
It's fucking great, dude.
Nice.
Fucking,
They're making Hummers again, aren't they?
it's no. This is an old school.
I thought they were making electric ones now.
Well, no, yeah, like the civilian one.
Yeah.
The fucking
Yeah.
electric.
Yeah,
one.
not the military ones.
$25,000 before you add anything to it.
For an electric vehicle?
Yeah. I will never own an electric vehicle.
I don't want to.
No.
If my wife wants one to like putz around town, but like
That's why I bought the
no
Humvee,
2-hour drives on
because
it.
when the kid gets her license, she's gonna get my pickup. So the Humvee's my new daily.
Oh yeah.
Fucking, everybody were like, "Why are you doing that?" I'm like, "Because it doesn't need a key. It's diesel. I'm not gonna have to fucking fix it worth of shit with electrical shit. If something breaks on it, it's cheap."
Is it still stock color?
Yeah, it's fucking. You haven't seen it? Fucking.
Not yours.
I could have swore I showed you.
I don't think so. When'd you get it?
Oh, dude, I bought it in October. It's fucking hilarious.
I think I was gone from MCCS by then. Fuck yeah. That's kick ass.
I love that.
That is great. Can we ask what it ran you?
Fucking, I ran out the door. So here's the thing. I got a really good deal. The guy had it listed for 38, right? And he was deployed. So I was talking to his wife a lot. And I was like, all right, I'm going to use this to my advantage. So she finally asked me one day, because I went out 3 times to look at it.
Yep.
Because the first 2 times it was raining, I couldn't really get a good look at it. So she finally asked me, she's like, why are you buying this thing? Like, I can't stand it. I hate that my husband owns it. And I'm like, well, honestly, it's going to be a daily, but I'm going to take my daughter on some crazy off-roading trips and shit like that. It's going to be a project for me and her.
Nice.
So I tugged on her heart a little bit. So I know she talked to him about it. Because then he was just like, so what are you thinking price-wise? Because I know you said you want to negotiate. I was like, well, I don't want to insult you, but like, it is, 2005. It does have these kinds of problems, blah, 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 blah. Would you go to 28?
And he wanted 38?
He wanted 38. He was just like, maybe. And I'm like, well, what's making you be a maybe? He goes, I'll be honest, I got one other guy that wants to look at it. I was like, all right, well, call me after he looks at it. He calls me I think it was 4 days later. He's like, hey, man, I'll let it go for the 28. And I'm like, yeah? He goes, yeah, everybody else wants to buy it and make it parts. Like, nobody actually wants to buy it and, like, use it.
Yeah.
He's like, I know you want to use it with your kid, so you can take it. And I was like, cool. So I went and I picked it up. But what he didn't tell me, I was getting 10 to 15 grand in extra parts, tools, and equipment.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so I got a Connex box, a small, well, not Connex box, what do you call it? Pelican box.
Yep.
Big ass fucking 2 foot by 2 foot one, full of all the HMMWV specialty parts and tools to do all the specialty work. I've got a Blue Force tracker.
Excuse me?
Yeah. Yeah, I got.
Are you allowed to have that?
I mean, I got it. I got a Blue Force tracker.
Do you want us to cut that part out of
No,
the
you don't have to cut that out.
Okay.
I got a Blue Force tracker on a thing. It's got a full fucking electric fucking automated turret. Fucking dude, it's bad as fuck.
Jesus Christ, dude.
It came with a full extra set of fucking run flat tires. Fucking, I got 2 sets of slave cables. I've got so many interior components. Like, it's nuts. I could literally fucking do anything I want with this fucking thing, and I got repair parts for it.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, it came with a fucking 20 foot by 20 foot fucking camo net. Fucking, dude, it's ready to rock, bro. It's ready.
The Army sold this with all that shit?
Yeah, yeah.
What the fuck?
The guy I bought it from said he got it from a guy in D.C. And fucking, he drove it all the way from D.C. to Jacksonville, and he had it for like 3.5, 4 years, and then I bought it from him.
Nice.
Yeah, and he admitted fully, he's like, yeah, I've been making it a pavement princess, and I'm like, well, I'm gonna make it a mud slut, so I mean, I'm sorry. Fuck.
Good for you.
Oh, it's great.
That's awesome.
Oh, it's so great. Driving on base to work's hilarious in it, dude. Fuck, absolutely hilarious. The gate guards are like, why are you handing me an ID? And I'm like, because it's POV. And then they finally realize, like, I'm not active duty. I have a beard, and I'm not in BDUs. What the fuck is this? And I'm like, it's a Humvee, and it's a POV. You can fucking do that? And I'm like, it's got a plate on it. Fucking...
Yeah, I didn't even know they were street legal.
Well, they're very street legal. Very street legal. But the funny thing is, in the Marine Corps, no green vehicles are allowed in, like, the PX or, like, a drive-through line. So, like,
but yours is.
The minute I bought it, I fucking went through every drive-through trying to bait the roadmaster into fucking with me, and I got one.
What did he say?
Oh, dude, it was priceless. He was such a boot. Such a boot. Just, like, fucking Boot Lance gets out, walks up to me, and he goes... He's starting to yell at me because the door's closed.
Yep.
He's like, who authorized you to put a fucking Trump flag on the back of a Humvee? And I hang my head out the window, and he's just like, what? And I'm like, it's got a license plate, idiot. And he looks back at it, and he looks at me, and he looks back at it, and he goes, "What the fuck?" And I'm like, "Yeah, dude, it's a POV. I'm way authorized in the Wendy's drive-thru."
Dumbass.
God, it's so fun.
It's so wild that Lances can be roadmasters. Like, I always
It's
assumed
nuts.
that it was like in my MOS, you eventually become a master analyst as like a master guns. I figured it was something like that. Like, you'd have to be like at least a staff sergeant. I didn't realize it was just a different job in PMO.
I would expect it to just be corporals or above, but Lance has got it. Like, they got
That shit's
Lance's doing
wild.
it. I mean, they're only there to pull over tactical vehicles.
Yeah. But still, just
That's it.
it's weird.
But it's so much fun fucking with them on base.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I believe that.
Oh god, it's so great. It's so great. Fucking it makes buying it so worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought about lap moving to PMO.
Did you?
Ugh.
But wait. I was on the boat. Did you guys have the dogs?
The dog trainers? Yeah.
We had dog trainers on the boat, and I was in the fucking gym, fucking running on the treadmill like a dumbass.
Yeah.
This guy comes in and puts his dog on the treadmill and runs the dog for like 15 minutes.
They do
I
make
was
it
like,
look really cool.
I would fucking love to do that job. That is
Man.
kick ass. I wanted the lap move to PMO to be a dog handler.
If you could be a dog handler, like I get it, you know, because I mean, handling
But-
a dog is fucking rad. If you're a dog guy, like that's pretty
kick
cool.
ass.
It's kick ass.
But you can't lap move to be a dog handler. You can lap move into the wider PMO MOS and get lucky and be a dog handler. So fuck that. I'm
Yeah,
not
fuck
checking IDs at the gate.
No.
Fuck you.
no, dude.
I was talking to my dad the other day. I was like, yeah, I think about like if I get out, maybe become a cop. He's like, oh, well, you could just do that in the Marines. You can go be a what do they call it, a PMO? I was like, no,
Wrong.
no, no, no,
Incorrect.
no, 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 no.
Incorrect.
I'm not gonna be a devil pig.
Nah,
I'm not
fuck
gonna
that
be a
shit.
Devil pig. Nope. It's like they sit down in the recruiting office. I hate the Marine Corps. I've got the perfect job for you.
Well, boy, do I have a deal
I
for
got
you.
a great MOS. You're gonna love it. Fuck that, dude.
Yeah, fuck those guys.
I've never met a same team PMO. Like, you know, like, yeah, I'll help you out. Like, get out of here. Like, never. They always want to burn you.
I know one, but he was a 53 mechanic first. And he got
okay.
fapped to me about PMO, and he was like, hey, this is kind of fun. I just get to
But he's a
drive
fap.
around.
He's a fab.
And then he lap moved. So now he's a PMO. He's a cool guy. He's
Okay.
the only one I've met.
So that's the thing. Like, if you're originally PMO, like, I've never met one that is same team. Like, yeah, I'll help you out.
Well, I have.
I've never done it.
We had some
James
good ones
Souls.
in Okie.
Souls is a good guy. Souls is a good guy, but Souls, if you deserve to be burned, would burn you.
That's fair.
Yeah, he'd burn you.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
He's such a nice guy.
He's a retired Master Guns
Yeah.
field PMO. Like, and I'll be honest, he's a great guy, nice guy. Like, but he's very by the book. Very,
Oh, absolutely.
very, very proper.
Yeah.
Very proper.
I love Souls, but he is
Like,
he's very
even, like,
cut and
so
dry.
proper. So proper, you look at him sometimes and you're like, how did you make it so far in the Marine Corps? You're so innocent. Like, you're such a good boy. Like, what's wrong with you? Fucking, you're supposed to be a savage.
Yeah. I love Souls, though. He's a great guy.
He's a good guy. You'd like him. He's 54. He's one of my lifeguards, and fucking, he's a retired Master Guns from PMO. But trained him and his beach dad.
He will fucking destroy you in a pool. If you had to do one of his
PT'd
workouts,
them. He
oh my
PT'd
God.
them. Yep, he PT'd them to death.
He just does the lifeguard stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
But that's all he's got his full retirement. He did, I think it was like 22 years.
I thought he did 30.
No.
No?
That was only like 22 or 24 years.
Do you think he'd come on here?
Probably not. Damn. Dude, when we have to ask him to do anything outside of his position that requires a signature, it's a fucking fight.
Really?
Like, just to get him to be the instructor for Beach Tet, we had to write him his own damn contract, stating that we wouldn't use him for kids' swim lessons and we weren't going to exploit him outside of Beach Tet. It was ridiculous.
I respect it, though, because, like, that shit would kind of suck.
Yeah, but the thing is, to think that would happen, that's extreme. Like, especially when him and Colleen, they know each other since Okinawa. Their kids grew up together.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, like, it's really weird, you know? It's really weird how uptight he is on certain things.
Yeah.
So, his wife is way looser than he is.
Really?
Oh, dude, she's a Spitfire.
Hell yeah.
Fucking short little thing. Got out as a gunny.
Oh, she was in, too?
Oh, yeah, she was in, too.
Okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. Fun. Good people.
Yeah. Hey, question for you.
What you got?
What age do swim lessons start on base for kids?
Ooh, good question. I know we do infants like mommy and me stuff.
Okay.
So I want to say school age, like 4, 5.
But you do infant stuff?
Yeah, the mommy and me stuff. Yeah,
Can you talk to my wife when we're done with this?
yeah. It's called
We're
Lily
interested.
pads.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Do you remember Sam?
Male or female?
Male. Weird Hispanic looking dude.
I don't think so.
Okay, you might not have met him then. He's our main like lily pads infant instructor. It's fucking hilarious.
Nice.
He's a fucking retired EOD guy, works with fucking infants.
Oh, the big dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know him.
Fucking yeah.
Nice.
So-
So is it like mom and kid in the pool
Yeah.
type thing?
100%.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Is it during the day or is it at night?
Nah, it's in the afternoons.
Afternoons?
Yeah.
Like past
during,
4 or
during
5?
the summer. During the summer is when it's in the mornings.
Okay.
But
My wife would need like evenings probably.
It would be the afternoons at like 4, I think.
Good to know.
Yeah, I think like 4 to 6 is lessons period.
Okay.
Yeah, they don't include me much on that. I stay away from the kids.
You mean they don't want somebody yelling at infants?
No, I don't do kids. I don't do the parents. Like, I just can't.
That's fair.
Yeah, no. I'm too rough around the edges. Fucking.
True.
Yeah, no.
In a good way.
Well, yeah, it's just, people don't want other people saying how to parent their fucking kids. And if I see a kid being a fucking spit fuck, I'm going to be like, hey, loser,
Dumbass.
fucking wrangle your fucking fuck trophy. Like, your cum pet's fucking getting out of line.
Yeah, I could see how that would go poorly in the customer service role.
100%. It's amazing I made it as far as I have in this job without fucking really getting into some serious trouble. Because at Area 2, I'm safe.
Yeah.
And I haven't been at Area 2 for 2 years. Fucking.
Holy shit. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been 2 years.
Damn.
Yeah. Tell me about it. Fucking. The funny part is like I became a supervisor. I got the pool. And I had to give it up 4 months later. I only have 4 months of active time in my pool as as a supervisor.
Were you a lifeguard before that?
As a lifeguard, I got more time at it. But
Yeah.
as a supervisor, I only had it for 4 months.
That's wild.
And I've been floating around ever since.
Damn.
Yeah. Fucking sucks.
That sucks.
It fucking really sucks. Fucking. I can't wait for Area 2 to open back up.
Area 2 is nice. Well, the pool itself wasn't nice, but the location is nice.
Yeah, no, it's great. I love it. The only time I don't love it is when there's a stupid PME going on at the base theater. When there's a PME going on
There's
at the
a
base theater.
no parking.
There's no parking. There's no parking whatsoever.
Can you just park on the grass?
I do.
Nice.
Yeah. I pull up on the hill right by the main fucking steps and park
Oh, yeah.
right there. Fuck, it's my pool. Fuck it.
I remember like week 1 of Beach Jet sitting in that parking lot being like, I'm going to fucking die.
Hey,
I was not in swimming shape.
no, but you did all right.
Yeah.
Compared to the rest of the fucking group, I mean, we had our bets on Shay failing. Fucking dude, this fucking
He was a dork.
This Asian kid weighed 90 pounds wet. Like swimming in camis, it was like swimming like this giant jellyfish when he was in the water. Like we all thought he was gonna die, and then sure as shit at the end of the damn course, he fucking did better than anybody else.
Yeah, he did really well.
He did fucking really well, but he got swole as fuck at the end of the
Yeah, he
summer,
did.
dude. Like he had to have been juicing.
I'd believe it.
Had to have been.
He was a dumbass.
But he had no meat on him. He looked like Skeletor.
Yeah.
Like, and then at the end of the season, it was just like, dude, like you're gonna be a model for like Asian GQ. like when I say he got swole, like this motherfucker got big. Yeah, packed on at least 20 to 30 pounds of muscle.
Yeah. I don't know if he was just swimming back and forth and eating fucking cheeseburgers or
Dude,
what,
no,
but
he had to have been juicing, man.
I would guess.
Like-
There's a lot of Marines that are.
Oh my god, it's incredible how many Marines are fucking juicing.
I think we should be allowed to. I think it should be regulated.
It should
you
be
should
regulated.
you should be tapered off before you get out, but like you want
I
people
would-
to be warfighters. Do you think Russia and China are juicing? You're wrong.
Without 100%.
Yeah.
100% they're juicing.
Absolutely.
And they're regulating it to the point where they're cycling them on and off.
Yeah.
Which is
Like doing it
which is
responsibly.
beneficial.
Yeah.
Fucking, it's incredible what you could do with a cycle.
Yep.
Fucking, I mean, when I was competitive powerlifting, fucking before I broke my fucking knee and my shoulder, I wasn't on steroids, but I was taking fucking SARMs and pro hormones over the counter.
Yeah.
And that shit even fucking juices you up a good fucking, but you gotta make sure you cycle off of it or you're gonna grow fucking tits.
Yeah.
Fucking.
There's so many people that just stay on because they don't know
dude,
how to do
I
it.
knew so many dudes that got gynecomastia and like would literally sit there in the gym and like pinch themselves. You watch them just lactate.
What the fuck?
Oh, dude, it's disgusting.
That's gross.
Fucking yeah. Well, I'm getting big, man. I'll just I'll get it removed. I'll get it all cut out. Like that's their answer. Like I'll just get it cut out.
I'll get a breast pump.
Fucking. Oh my god! It's like, dude, all you had to do was stop after 3 months and take a post-cycle support, and this wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Dumb as shit.
Yeah, but I totally agree. You should be able to do it.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I think it should be incentivized. Maybe not for everybody. Like, there is no benefit for me to make PowerPoints juiced.
Right.
But, like, the infantry guys, the recon guys, the reconnaissance guys.
So there is a soft cocktail. You know, there is a cocktail.
Really?
Yeah. Fucking that's.
It's
It's never the same thing. I'll tell you that. It's whatever the corpsmen fucking want to fucking work up for you.
That's interesting.
Yeah, whatever your fucking sarks want to work up for you, they'll fucking give you.
He's at Marsoc.
Fucking that Marsoc.
Yeah.
Okay.
I might be.
You gonna be talking to your docs?
I may have to. I'm a skinny man.
So I mean, but you're just an armor at Marsoc.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Nothing crazy.
Fucking. You probably work with my fucking coworker's husband then.
What's his name?
His first name is Chris. Last name I think is Pimentel. He's a drone operator.
Nah, I don't really interact with those dudes. They got their own separate faraway compound.
Yeah.
It's on the other side of my faraway compound. So.
Yeah. It was interesting because when I was over in Okinawa and I came back to the States, Marsoc was just being reintegrated and fucking. It was an interesting time.
So, which recon were you in? Was it 4th recon? Over
Third.
in Oki? Third? Okay.
Third.
And you were in 04 to 08?
Yeah.
So, for all the dudes, I know 2nd Force Recon became Marsoc in 2006. For the rest of the recon dudes, was that like a kick in the teeth, or was there like a
So it was interesting because like when I transitioned back to the States, I transitioned at an interesting time because I was being examined for this really fucked up sleep apnea that I got, and I'll get into that in a minute. So like I came to the States and I was at second in limbo, and fucking since I was going through all this medical shit, I really didn't do much when I got here. A lot of guys got out and went SEALs. Like we're gonna go with the SEALs.
Interesting.
So, yeah, there were some guys that went Army side, but for the most part they went the SEALs route. And I didn't really dig too much into it because like I asked a couple of guys why they were doing it, and it was realistically like they knew they were guaranteed to continue operating the way they wanted to operate. Because Marsoc's weird.
Yeah.
It's really weird. The way it's described, because I never really experienced it firsthand, is it's literally just a bunch of overfunded cowboys with no organization. Like, no specialized op, no fucking... It's not like organized CQB, like it's massive groups of targets, not just one or two.
Yeah.
Like they're just glorified grunt battalions with an insane budget. Like an insane budget. Fucking.
They have better training.
Well, as far as I know, they're making them go through ARS now, right? And like BRC and all that.
No, not BRC.
They're not doing BRC, but they're sending them through ARS.
I believe so. What's ARS?
The Amphibious Recon School.
Yeah, they go that.
Yeah. So, but yeah, here's the other weird part. It doesn't fall under the Marine Corps. It's fucking SOCOM.
Oh, it's SOCOM.
It's
yeah.
fucking SOCOM.
Yeah.
So
That's why their funding's so
It's disgusting.
out the ass. Yeah.
It is disgusting.
Dude, it's gluttony.
Yeah.
Like just straight DoD defense funding gluttony. Like, yeah, Google it. What is the Marsoc budget?
Sometime off the mic, we should talk about how fucking insane that shit is.
It's fucking crazy.
Not the Marine Corps.
Just look at the Marsoc on Wikipedia.
Marsoc Wikipedia?
Yeah.
I think that should have it. Should be on there somewhere or another. Try funding. Ah, well, never mind. Interesting.
But it's retarded money, dude. It like seriously, absolutely retarded money.
What do you think about the Raiders?
I mean, I think it brought back some esprit decor, you know, like some motivation. But like, it's not the original Raiders, you know.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't know what their overall mission is now. Like, I didn't dig too much into it. Because when I got out in 08, like I said, Marsoc and Raiders were just being fucking integrated back in. Fucking everything was so brand new. Did you find it?
I don't think so. No, that's Manning.
Here, you know what? I think
Huh. Is that right there?
Yep. 2014 was like 125 million.
Right about.
yeah.
I thought it would be more.
That's one.
That's a ridiculous amount of money.
That's one unit.
Yeah.
Bro. That's nuts.
That's insane.
That's if that's so that's all of Mar 4 SOCOM. So that's
Oh, you see this? Air Force. Over 100 and... This is in millions of dollars. 120,000.
that shit's fucking legit though. That
Yeah.
shit's gangster as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Absolutely.
But dude, Marsoc's got so stupid money.
It's
Stupid,
That's insane.
Stupid money.
it's fucking obscene though. Yeah. I like whenever I'm looking at like when I made my pro con list of like jobs to be looking at and stuff, anything that had like a SOCOM element, SOCOM money was always in the pros list. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Fucking big time, dude.
114 million?
That's just the special operations.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
But also proportionally, you got to consider. I believe Marsoc remains the smallest of all the SOCOMs.
Oh, yeah.
I guess such a crazy one.
May potentially Air Force being smaller, but I don't think so.
That'd be
Please, I was
surprising.
laughing when they nixed the Air Force's fucking 10,000 coffee cup ordeal. Did you remember hearing about that?
No. $10,000 coffee cup?
Just do Air Force coffee cup.
Yeah. No, it's the $10,000. Look up $10,000 coffee cup.
10,000. Yeah, kibosh on $1,300 coffee cup.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
They can't drink fucking cold coffee?
Well, it's something specific. So, but the problem is the handle. Like if you scroll up, the handle breaks on them.
On
and
a
you can't-
$1,300 cup?
and you can't just replace the handle or some shit like that. You can't buy a whole brand new one.
Oh, my God.
But
It
it-
plugs in?
Yeah, but it's special because it heats the coffee up without like an open flame or some shit like that. Because you can't have flames on an airplane. Fucking-
Drink cold coffee, you fucking pussies.
dude, it's crazy.
Jesus.
Right? $1,300 for a fucking coffee cup.
Like, would I take one? Absolutely.
But I mean, we're talking.
But that's unnecessary.
Look, we're talking about the waste of government expenditures. Look, right now at Area 2, I have fucking $750,000 in flak vests. Okay?
What?
Okay, I have 104 fucking flaks.
And that's $750,000?
yeah, because they're about $7,000 to $8,000 a piece. So if you do 7,000 to 8,000 a piece times 104 fucking vests, it's around fucking $700,000.
Why is a flak vest
Because
$8,000?
they're expensive, dude. It's all a bunch of Kevlar lining and shit. Fucking.
But $8,000?
That's what the government pays for them.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
You could go on Bulletproof Zone right now, find that bad boy for $250.
Fucking. But I have
What am I
104
looking
of
up?
them.
I think it's called Bulletproof Zone.
No. What?
The Flak Fest?
Yeah.
USMC.
I guess which one are you getting?
Go to images.
Something like that?
No, go to images. That one right there.
That's a Wikipedia. This is probably it. Tell me the price, you fucker.
Well, this is also gently used and being sold at auction.
Still.
Right there.
$1,600.
Fucking.
That's used, but
Yeah.
let's say conservatively $3,000 new.
But I'm telling you, I'll show you. I'll show you the paperwork. It says they're each 7,000 piece.
That's ridiculous.
But you ready? But you want to know what the ridiculous part is?
I do.
Before I got them, they were slated to go to the trash.
They're just gonna throw them away.
Bro, there's
They do shit like that all the time.
There's nothing wrong with these vests. Like literally. Like if I took you to Area 2 right now and you had free run of the fucking 3 3 panel boxes that I have at the top of the dive platform. You'd literally look at these things and be like, these look brand fucking new. And they're decommissioned. They were going to get shredded.
They do that shit all the time, though.
Run me about this when we're not recording. More stuff.
I'm telling you, dude, it's nuts.
Yeah.
It's absolutely nuts. The waste of fucking government money.
Why don't they just sell it?
Well, so the way I think about it is they say it was on its way to be shredded. I think either it's being sold to third world countries or off-site fucking country law enforcement, or they were fucking recycling it for training if they can. Like when we took it, they were happy because it's not getting fucking trash. But they told us when we're done with it, it's trash.
I think there's a lot of Lance Corporals at those units that take them and go sell them to military surplus stores.
But that's the thing. So like they just handed $750,000 in military surplus equipment to a civilian entity on base. You see what I'm saying? So
That's ridiculous.
Like, yeah, we do background checks and shit. But like I got 15-year-olds that work for me.
That could steal 20 of them and nobody would notice for a year.
The minute they find out that they're not allocated on any CMR and that none of the serial numbers or NSNs are being tracked.
They're not even tracked?
No. That's what I'm trying to tell you. These things are not on a CMR. Like they're virtually ghost vests.
Jesus Christ.
That's what I'm saying. Like any 15-year-old that works for me can go up there and take 3 of these fucking things. Go to the local pawn shop and fucking make like fucking $8,000.
Shit, power to 'em.
It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy.
The military industrial complex is
It's
mind blowing.
It's nuts. Fucking. But dude, like we've been fucking talking for a while, man.
Yeah, man.
2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Should we wrap it up?
We should wrap. I think we should close now.
Okay.
I think this has
I
been.
think we've had a good. We might have missed the mark, but hey, Jafar, can you introduce yourself real quick?
we got started right away.
Yeah, we
man.
did.
We got real hot.
I prefer to just roll into it because then it just feels more authentic.
It was very natural.
It was real natural. It was real natural. I like that. It's real comfy. No, but my name's Jafar. I'm a USMC vet. Fucking retired in 08. So I can work on base now as a lifeguard and aquatic supervisor, training beach deck Marines. And
Cigar enthusiast?
Cigar enthusiast, all around Harley fan. Fucking love big fucking expensive toys. Fucking, I'm not gonna die with any of my money left. Fucking,
It's the way to go.
yeah,
Oh, yeah,
man,
brother.
Fucking, and this has been a pleasure, guys.
Yeah.
This was fun.
Thanks for coming on, man. We appreciate
Yeah,
it.
man.
This has
dude.
been a good time.
Yeah.
This is good. Fucking hell yeah.
All right. Let's wrap it up.
Yeah,
get
man.
it.
Bye, guys.